Cash's phone for show.
You know what? Oh, I didn't think this through. Hold on.
Lol. LMAO even. Why am I getting ads? I thought I was better than this.
And where's the controller? It's over there.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh, right, and screen share. Last thing.
Torch. Thankies.
Wrong window.
A little behind the scenes action.
Change window. All right then, back to it. Right, I'll probably uncancel it, but I had to cancel my Game Pass. Actually, I don't know. After this playthrough, I might cancel Game Pass. There's a raise in the price on it.
Oh shit, really?
But we got to this game. I'm only playing this game because it's on Game Pass, so we gotta book it now. Oh, there's a lot of delay on the capture card. Yeah, so I won't have access to this game once that runs out. So we better. But I mean, I'm trying to 100%. We got all the machines on, so everything's talking. We've been introduced to everybody.
How can I
Oh, that's a lot of good
illuminate you?
coverage.
Yeah.
Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
So they're all set up. I literally did nothing main story. Well, I wandered onto one thing main story. We wandered onto the tiny Deathclaw.
Oh, Gabe and Spike.
There were two.
That was it. No, well, the dog was Gabe, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the sign above it.
Huh.
Spike sounds familiar.
Spike was the name of the Deathclaw, like the actual little entity, targetable in bats.
Hello, Cassis. What's the price going to be now? I think it's $18.
Oh wow.
I think it's going up $3. I think. I hate that. I also hate how much PSN is. I don't pay for PSN, and that sucks because with PSN and possibly also Xbox, that holds your cloud saves hostage. I don't think that's the case with Xbox. No, I know it's not. But on PSN or PS5, PS4, if you don't pay for PSN, then they hold your after a couple months, they will hold your
PS
auto
triple.
saves, your cloud saves hostage.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah, fucking hate it. Well, I found one of these. I guess we're gonna go find the other one.
Oh, the auto dock has so many upgrades. Just like
Yeah,
I would recommend if you're gonna checklist these, tackle that one first.
yeah. So, yeah. This probably is about all of the quests plus the one we finished for all the robots to get them up and running. So, and these are the other 5 quests, and it's essentially already taken us over most of the map here.
Yeah, that
So,
checks out.
Not these. Okay, yeah, even out here. So, yeah, we've been busy in those 3 hours of last stream.
It's an effective use of 3 hours. I Have you found any of Elijah's leftover gear?
Yeah, we found, oh, I may have put it away so that I could carry it for later. No, we have the lair.
Ah, yes, his trusty lair.
And then I think there was a note with it as well. But we found that little outpost above, like, a building.
You do find a recording log of Ulysses and Christine, who I had to kill in my playthrough. That's the first time that's ever happened. I don't know if it's because I wasn't able to convince her that Dean pushed her into the auto dock, but yeah, well.
Okay, I don't think I picked up a... For Veronica. I got that, but I didn't get a, like... I got a hollow message, not a hollow tape.
Hey, sorry about your GF, Veronica. Eek.
But I needed my money. More important things in the world.
Letting go of this poverty.
This is the one crazy immediately into Final Fantasy 16 discussion. The one crazy thing is no mini-map. And I think it's really weird that there's no mini-map. There's no mini-map, right?
On the screen? No.
Yeah. Especially
no.
because in the top right, there is enough space above the quest you're on for a mini-map, and then there's no mini-map.
That takes up so much space, though, for a pretty-looking game. And then, the map isn't too intricate. At least, not yet.
Right, because it's really is just Final
fairly
Fantasy
linear.
14 zones. Very much Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn zones. Holy shit, they have a lot of health. Also, I ran very low on ammo because I've had to use it because everything is really
It's pretty tough.
spongy.
This is actually getting the
Oh
animal.
yeah, I upgraded the K9.
Oh, whoop. Getting the animal friend perk is actually worth it. It does pacify the Night Stalkers.
I might get it here because I already got the. Oh Jesus Christ! I already got the robot critical hits on robots.
Oh, nice.
So on the next level up with a perk, I'll do that. You could at least use a compass. You can get away with a compass. Well, no, I guess with the way the zones are, since it's not open world, you can't really do a compass. You know what? I bet they tried that too. I bet in QA that wasn't really too helpful.
The main takeaway I got from it is that Square is extremely terrified of losing money.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, for what it is. The thing is, like, well, okay, Final Fantasy 15 was still profitable. It was just the train wreck that they had to cancel anyway. But, I mean, and Final Fantasy 14 is the most successful thing about the franchise in 2 decades, and now 16 is definitely the most solid single-player Final Fantasy game since the PS2, arguably since PS1. As much as I love Final Fantasy 12, I'll say it's the most fun since PS1 Final Fantasy. Oh shit! How am I gonna repair this?
It's going to be very interesting how 14 is positioned itself relative to the rest of the franchise now.
Yeah.
And how... and Galaxy did it... Yeah, sorry.
Because what I was going to say for chat and how it is... I'm just... Hold on, I'm moving chat over so I can see it better. I should just swap it. The game is very much... Final Fantasy XIV's main story progression in the way it handles quests between dungeons, but instead of hitting up dungeons and trials, it is DMC levels and kaiju fights, which is a really good formula, and that's exactly what they said they were doing. That's exactly what we were expecting, and they delivered on it. And the thing that it is with it though is, and also, I have at this point, I put 62 hours in and I have 100%ed the game. Since it released on Friday. So I've done every hunt, all the side quests. Fuck me.
Limo.
Oh, he can't get out. Well. So it is formulaic, but the thing is, they kind of needed formulaic because the 15 was so hurt by lack of confident direction. 15 failed horribly because of lack of meaningful and confident direction, and well, 13 was just bad choices. 13's more subjective, I would say. Well, then again, hello.
I need to play 13.
13 is a whole trilogy, and at that point, with the whole trilogy, you can say that lacked a confident direction because the trilogy itself is not. I have a very hard time playing Final Fantasy 13 because it is so, like, literally hallways, and it's really not the fact that it's hallways, but it is boring hallways.
Would you say some of 16's level design has been hallways?
No.
Very beautiful scripted hallways.
No, it feels like they had to like tell themselves not to do open world at that point. With how large the zones are, because it took me a little bit to realize those whole ass zones are those entire nations. So I guess I didn't really put it together until like fast traveling back to do side quests and like realizing in each nation that fast travel points are all on literally the same map in the same zone.
Fair point. Hadn't put 2 and 2 together yet.
Yeah, so it's I wouldn't say it didn't even have more of a, I guess that whole first continent was as linear as it was, because that's what Final Fantasy does, is it starts linear and then it opens up into the open world. And 13 was always faulted because it puts the open world aspect to it, which is one part of it. It doesn't necessarily stay open world, but the largest opening part of Final Fantasy 13 is extremely late into the game. Shadis, oh god. Okay, he's leaving. Maybe he doesn't see me. Okay. Alright, fuck it. Nope, close the door.
Door's stuck.
Alright, that worked. Anyway.
The only reason 13 I heard was a trilogy was to bake back some of the money Square spent on Vanilla 14 and 14 Reborn.
I could believe that. I also, well, here's the other, well, that's the other thing is 13-2 and Lightning Returns were very low budget. Those were incredibly low budget games.
Oh, really?
That said, they don't necessarily, generally they do look cheap, and that's why the PC ports are kind of the way they are. If you can, you don't have an Xbox, you would probably want to play those on Xbox, or wait for a modern re-release, actually.
Happy Easter, Xbox.
In that way, they're not necessarily rushed, but they are low budget, so their scopes were a lot, I thought he opened the door, a lot shorter. I started carrying more weapon types since I'm already out of scarce on ammo this whole place.
That's good. Gotta branch out, diversify your assets.
But I can believe that. And then Square really, I mean, Final Fantasy 14 after A Realm Reborn, right? That's when they started making their money. Kingdom Hearts 3 was also a big moneymaker. 15, despite all its controversy and just not being good at launch, still was their moneymaker. Final Fantasy 15 sold insanely well.
Would you imagine it was viewed as kind of a not meeting expectations, considering how long its development time took? Or that played a factor?
Well, that and it's a mess story-wise. A lot of things don't.
That's fair.
It unintentionally takes multiple playthroughs to understand everything.
Like Fire Emblem.
Yeah. What's up,
No,
Rita?
but I get it.
And also the combat. Final Fantasy 15 actually has like a lot of nuance and depth to its combat, but there is never any fights in the game that makes you have to understand, like, the fact that your attacks with Noctis change depending on which direction you were holding the analog stick compared to the enemy.
That's true. I got through the entire game and I never learned how to do the combat. I never felt like I was doing it correctly.
Yeah, because you don't have to, not in the base game. And then when they started doing DLC, I'm looking for doctor's bags. When they started doing the DLC fights were like, they figured it out. They figured out what they were doing. They started making fights and designing fights that utilized the game's mechanics. But that was in DLC and post game. So, at least in Royal Edition is also solid, but there was that, I don't even remember what they were crossing over with, but the crossover thing they did with, I don't know the series, it was just Noctis talking to a girl, walking around, lost in the woods. Yeah, I'm walking away too.
Not 14.
Nope.
Chick-fil-A?
Though that one was really funny too. Yeah, no, the crossovers were very fun, and also the Final Fantasy 14 costumes were nice.
15 is the greatest mediocre Final Fantasy ever made. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like I think it makes the franchise stronger for having it, and its aesthetic really sticks out. But
it does.
I think it does also fall into that sort of era's release of open world games, unfortunately.
Yeah. So. Now Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be their next try at open world, so we'll see how that goes.
I think they're market testing these things to a fine pitch.
Yeah. At this point, I trust them to do it. But 15 definitely suffers from the world being empty and not really Boomtown. Not really having like a good reason or excuse for that. In 7 Rebirth, in Final Fantasy 7, the planet is dying. Barrett is correct. So, because of Shinra, number 1, stealing Mako energy, and number 2, fucking bombing villages and shit, that's empty. That open world has a reason to be empty.
And having a hot vice president. Whew.
Yeah, well, president now.
The dog. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. I just noticed your gun has a dog on it.
Yeah. Sometimes he barks. Why'd he stop barking?
We took him out back and we pivoted to video.
Deep learning.
I wonder, did Elden Ring help them shape up how to make open world games and have things to do?
Totally.
I think having it took a long time to really nail down how to make the player engage with open world to the best they can. I do think that's what Scarlet and Violet suffer from that as well. Game Freak maybe should have somehow or brought people on board who would have been more familiar with designing a world or map for open world games.
You know what else influenced Final Fantasy 16 was Xenoblade. Definitely. In some of those vistas, even with a linear map, some of those vistas, and some of the themes the game takes, and it's very funny because it all goes back around because Xenoblade and Xeno series, it really started with Omnio was telling me about this with Takahashi regarding Final Fantasy has like such incredible story, but man, that gameplay is pretty mid. So, and that's where the Xeno series drifted off. I think Xenogears was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII originally, like in concept stages. And then that didn't work out. But then, Xenogears became its own thing. Then Square Enix didn't let him finish. He went to he went to Namco to start Xenosaga. They didn't let him finish. So he went to Nintendo, started Xenoblade, and Nintendo let him finish. He's been trying to make a trilogy of games for over 2 decades. And he finally did it. He probably wasn't even going to get it again either, because Xenoblade 1 almost was a failure in the West.
Let the man cook.
But it did great. And the series is so widely regarded for what it is. And also influences, definitely. But it's clear the influence in 16 is very much DMC, Bayonetta, character action, and then mix that with Final Fantasy XIV's quest design.
Did you ever get confirmation that it's Final Fantasy XIV's engine?
Yeah, it's just heavily modified.
Shit.
You know how they do that, and why others can't do that. Bethesda, I have no fucking reason, no idea why Bethesda can't do that. But the people that worked on that engine are still there at Square. They still have people that know it in and out and have worked with it long enough to do that.
Just pivoting back to Bethesda, part of it that they don't is because they commissioned someone to make the physics software for Gamebryo. So
Havok?
Yeah, I think so.
Havok, You know, they use Havok in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, in GTA.
Obviously, you need to. There's a lot more work to it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know of oversimplifying it, but
yeah,
like they didn't develop at least initially. Now I guess you consider that's been developed in house, but
yeah.
Come September, I guess we'll find out.
I am hopeful that. Oh, let me say, I put 16 for myself around like as good as 7, as good as 6. Higher than that would be 9 and 12, and I don't know if I would put it up there. Even gameplay wise, I think with the gameplay in Final Fantasy 16, at least what I've done and figured out is you can really exploit it, but you do have to, if you play in a way that takes advantage of countering, because what is it? You have Ifrit has a projectile counter, Garuda has a physical counter, and that already covers your bases. And the reason you want to use those is because those counter attacks increase stagger a lot. So you are really encouraged to do those counter attacks, and then Garuda's pull in attack also. When you do that to an enemy boss, oh my god. When you use Garuda's pull on a boss, oh fuck. Jesus Christ, everything in this place hurts.
Garuda.
You will get a unique animation, and you will you have to do it when they're in like the stagger bar is in the middle, and they like you essentially it's an interrupt. When the stagger bar gets to the middle, it interrupts whatever they're doing. And then if you follow that interrupt up with Garuda's pull, you get a unique animation, and you interrupt them and stun them for a little bit longer at mid-stun. And during that, it does more stagger damage, what you do.
I was wondering what was triggering that. Also nice.
Thank you. God.
DLC
OP. When they obviously designed it around, you need to build stagger, and there's a half dozen ways for you to build stagger on enemies. There he is. Even I playing it as a button masher, it still feels like very satisfying and like I'm doing numbers. Mm-hmm. I would I might give DMC another try, but I was never able to get into it. But this was very much being a new fucking Final Fantasy, and a good Final Fantasy at that, and a stable Final Fantasy. The least controversy this franchise has had for a new title since
it's a lot of casing.
Since 2D, frankly. I guess 7 wasn't really controversial. It was more it was more positive, all the hype surrounding it.
Didn't hear much talk about Chocobo GP Racing.
What, the new one?
Yes, just in general.
With the new one, they have re-released it without its season pass bullshit.
All right,
if anyone was interested in actually picking it up.
Oh wait, behind you, that glove?
The glove. The blue one?
Nope, never mind. Not unique.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have those.
You get one for the two scientists, Dr. Mobius and Dr. Klein, I think. And if you get a critical hit with Mobius, it actually frenzies the enemy. So,
I feel like I read that on it. If I have it, I don't think I do. Maybe I knew it from past playthrough, because it sounds familiar.
I think that's Mobius or Klein's, and the other one has a different effect. So.
Man, I kind of need ammo, but I'm gonna regret it if. Well, okay, that's the door with the Cazador behind it. So, and that one too. So I just won't open those ones. So for the occasion, I really like. It was definitely, even in the demo, shit was overwhelming to wrap my head around everything, but I just focused on it, did a bit of training, and eventually clicked. And also, I watched some extremely good videos breaking down the basics and what mechanics to focus on, which is the stuff like the counters help you with staggering. Essentially everything that helps you with staggering and also launching, because that's a big thing. Is things with people trying to criticize the combat, that it's spongy or that you can't launch enemies and you're waiting on cooldowns. There is
really, because I used like a fireball on the Scorpion and it went flying up in the air like vertically.
Yeah, if an enemy is downed and you use a charged magic spell on them, it will launch them.
Oh.
You can also use the charged melee attack. If you jump and then use the charged melee attack, it will launch them, which is just simply the easiest way to launch an enemy, because it doesn't cost any resources. You just hold the button. You don't need any abilities from cooldown or anything. So if you are using your abilities smart, the cooldowns really don't mean much of anything. If you are struggling with enemies being spongy, you're not focusing on staggering them enough. One other thing is on the ability like grid, and when you're selecting the abilities and unlocking them, it will have a star rating for how much damage it does and how much stagger damage it does. That's what the second row of stars is for. When you look at abilities, when you go to unlock more. They don't really tell you that. They don't really point that out, and I think that's important to point out. Rads.
That's true. A lot of it just appears as like style points to me. So.
Right. So yeah, most things have a function, but there is like, I think there's a pretty optimal solution. At endgame where I'm at, I was pulling up to 100k with all my abilities and using everything.
Oh, these guys are tough. So, may want to save.
I do have oh
right.
crits on robots, thankfully. We'll see how it goes.
Critical hit.
Oh Jesus, you're ugly. Hold on, do I even need to be in here?
Yeah, for something.
Okay, yes.
You guys gonna get Metal Gear Collection Volume 1 and 2. Most likely. I don't know what I'll get it
$60? I don't know.
I think I will. For probably, I think maybe just to play them on Sony again.
Yeah.
PS5.
I do want to,
Getting a physical copy would complement my GameCube copy of the Twin Snakes rather well.
If you're gonna pay that much, you should probably get physical, yeah.
You know, I just got my I bought like those, Metal Gear Solid 5 had a sunglass collab with JF Ray, and I bought like those Kojima glasses in red. Kojimini glasses in red, and I just barely got them outfitted with sunglasses like this week.
Got shot at by like 10 fucking rockets.
You're doing great, pal.
Jesus Christ, by the whole clip.
Rumor is Volume 2 is going to get Metal Gear Solid 4. I was thinking about that, and I honestly don't see a universe in which in which Konami goes back to 4 and
makes that work.
Yeah, with all the decompressed audio, and then for the Switch nonetheless.
I simply don't think they're releasing Volume 2 on Switch. I think Volume 2 will
they
just not release on Switch.
I think they could do Volume 2 with Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain.
Portable Ops.
I think, yeah. No, actually, yeah, you're right. Acid.
Yeah, so...
I think they can get Phantom Pain. If they got, what was it called? Jeez. Persona 5.
Yeah, here's the other thing is, the new Switch hardware will probably be next year, right? So... they should hold off until then for Volume 2. Because that, at least the next Nintendo hardware will hopefully, be able to support it.
They're bringing back 2 screens.
Yeah. I wish.
Snakes.
I fucking miss the Wii U.
Does Konami just hate that game? I think a lot of the fans don't like that game. I know the redub of that game wasn't that great either.
The problem with it is that it was developed for PS3, and so specifically for PS3, porting that shit would be a nightmare. And there's probably not many people left at Konami that know how the fuck it runs.
Yeah. If they do though, hats off.
Yeah. I'd be really surprised, and I would play it again. That was the first Metal Gear I played to completion.
That's what I was wondering, if I could like if hopefully they would put, because I do have PlayStation Now streaming plus or whatever, which by the way was a lot better before they consolidated it all. Like now the library is pretty meh, but I was hoping just to grab the collection, play through it, and then continue playing through 4. So. But I don't know if it's on there. Probably not. So.
It was stealth games always make me anxious, but I for Metal Gear Solid 4, I had watched a walkthrough with someone, and I don't remember who they are. You could find them, though, because every time they dove through a window, every time they dived down anywhere, they yelled out Navy SEALs, and I remember that so instinctually. And I will never think of Metal Gear Solid 4 without thinking of that. Every time.
That's very specific.
Yeah. Well, it was really funny. Oh, fuck. They'll never see it coming.
Bum, bum,
the
bum.
music is in 16's fucking incredible, and it lived. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say about how the way the quest works, and about the positives and negatives of keeping 14's plot structure is during the opening act and everything where they have to get in exposition, basically, that's pretty dry, and it's a bit slow. They could have easily cut out, like, 5 hours, I think.
I do think a lot of it is mitigated by having the sort of in-universe Wikipedia.
Yeah, that shit is so
Real-time
good.
lore. Yeah.
I think there's, like, only... I was thinking, like, would 15 have been any better if they did that for 15? Because that was the problem with 15, was they had to keep releasing all this side material to get an idea of what was going on in the world. Because what resulted in what still made it into the base game, 0100111110, what made it into the base game was anything that wasn't cut, which involved a lot of story and world building. So everything left was just...
Oh, do you want to know what his name translates to?
Yeah, sure.
1.
Great. Great. Like spelled out or just the number 1?
Yeah, spelled out.
So they do that, but when you start going into the south area, once you start going into the desert, it starts hitting that the best you expect from that team. The Shadowbringers, the Endwalker content level of writing and everything starts picking up when you go to the desert.
I can already tell it's like a lot of things that players really resonate with in 14 and just kind of took them over. To no offense, like at the same time it's an MMO, so you're able to fit like a lot more different types of I guess stories and see which ones resonate the most.
Yeah.
Story structures.
There is a insane amount of world building in 16, especially in the side quest. Every side quest is designed with the purpose of world building. I think they could have also cut down like 10 of the side quests and started putting like maybe like group them up, because every single side quest does have some part of world building attached to it. So if they could like could have consolidated some of that in. But then again, this is a $70 title. This is a $75 title with tax, so you got your money's worth.
I mean, the game itself is pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like I heard this from Maximilian, who heard in the Digital Foundry video. I didn't watch the Digital Foundry video, but with shadows, all the shadows are ray traced. Everything is wholly ray traced except reflections. And that seemed like a really good idea. And I think that carries a lot of it too. Yoshi P was saying at one point they brought somebody in for lighting because they couldn't figure it out and they were struggling with it. And I have to imagine that was one of the struggles with crystal tools that they're working with. So I imagine one of the reasons it looks so good, even being on the same engine, is because they were able to incorporate ray tracing. So we'll see how they handle that with the PC port, and what they'll do about non-ray tracing hardware trying to play it.
Tough luck, bud.
Yeah. No, yeah. Things. At you know, halfway point, really start picking up, and that's another thing I would bring up, because we we mentioned when the shit like changing Y'shtola's skin color and lighting up her tone for some reason. We mentioned shit like that, and Yoshi P had said in interviews that for this game there was less diversity in skin tones because of the European setting they were basing it on. That was kind of a lie. The southern region is all dark skin tones.
I'd imagine. I also think they played their hand smart by getting ahead of that super early. But also, again, I think Square was really, like, they weren't going to go anything experimental with this or try to, like, anything, I guess, rattle anyone's feathers, and so they wanted to kind of just play it how they've always viewed as traditional and straight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't been to the desert area. I just barely changed Clyde's outfit. But
shit.
Yeah, Japan just also has, like, an issue with, like, people of color and, like, how they are represented in but they have an issue with a lot of things. I mean,
well, here's the thing: is I think a reason for it, and they might have been advised for it, was because of how prevalent the game's themes are with slavery.
Oh, right.
That's a huge
unspoken
core theme of the game,
and it hits a lot different in the West.
And there's a lot of I know with some of my college education, there's it's mirroring a lot of historical events and how things transpired. Not just with that, but like with they explain how bards are there for the people that are illiterate. And that is the purpose of bards. Like, yeah, that's how it was. Yeah.
No, I do think it treats with the themes it does choose to tackle. It treats them with with just heavy respect. It treats them as how heavy they should be, and it treats them with respect.
Yeah, so. Absolutely, yeah. Because I don't want to say nuance, because it's not a in any way trying to reason it, and I thought saying nuance would do that, but it handles them with the proper weight.
Yeah.
It's very nice. So it could have been a lot better. You know what it is Yoshi P is used to a MMO game, and for an MMO you do have to be a lot more transparent with what you're doing. For a single player another Elijah kit.
Oh.
For a single player game, you really don't need to be as transparent about everything, especially because you're dealing with translations. But
You must remember Square lost millions on Adventure, which is why they needed 16 to play it safe. Yeah, I was thinking this too about just queer representation in Final Fantasy. Like, I mean, hell, some of like a lot of Final Fantasy characters are like kind of considered queer icons in gay video game communities, but like, and they're a huge pillar of Square's support. Like,
and we'll say this about 16 because it was brought up in the news cycle, because the game is banned in the Middle East because of a depiction of homosexuality.
Oh, that's impressive.
And they
I was actually
chose,
going to say, like,
yeah, they chose not to remove it, and so the game is banned in the Middle East.
Well, I applaud their creative to have creative backbone.
Right.
But, right, like, although I haven't seen the scene yet, but I was going to say, like, they rarely even pay lip service or try to do anything that's other than just kind of campy. Although I guess, like, what is it called? The cloud dress scene was pretty great.
Right. Yeah, it's not, Okay.
Oh, I think their heads explode if they leave the camp.
Oh, oh, that's why the other one ran away. They, it's not played for jokes, but it's not the core theme either.
Yeah, it's just the right level.
But it's, there's another glove. Yeah, no, yeah, I was, another holiday. Survival book.
If you bring them enough blank books or just regular pre-war books to tear up, they'll make you a few or at least one book.
That's right. It has to be pre-war.
Yeah.
And the mugs. I gotta collect mugs too. I know I ran past some already, but
what do the mugs do? Does he just give you scrap?
He gives you crafting materials like scrap. Yeah.
Oh.
It was actually some pretty good stuff, but I don't remember. But he does give you some pretty good crafting materials if you bring him mugs. Yeah, shit is impressive. Some of those the coverage pre-release probably shouldn't have been worded the way it was, but the resulting product was commendable. That's the word for it. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I picked that up.
Give them to your companions. Power move. I think you find Elijah's. No, you don't find Elijah's. But this is where he was basically experimenting and perfecting the slave collars he put on you.
Mm. Deep. Yeah, that definitely looks like them. This is also like the full confidence that the 14 team really knows what it's doing. It wasn't like Shadowbringers wasn't really a fluke, though Ishikawa and Emmett Selk, Ishikawa's writing and Emmett Selk as the villain, really carry it, right? But they really know what they're doing. Ishikawa did have assistance on 16, but it wasn't much. She wasn't like main scenario writer or anything.
I was surprised by how good of a Dark Knight our main character is. Like, he really goes into the role well.
Mm-hmm. His voice acting's incredible. This voice acting in general. When you get European actors, the voice acting's outside of Xenoblade 2, European actors, because most of them are stage actors, not voiceover.
Oh.
Voiceover isn't their focus. I don't think they're unionized in the same way either. It was funny in the actually they might be, because I'll say in the credits when they show the casting for additional voices, they have like 10 rows of English additional voices, and then the Japanese voices start going, and it's a long list of miscellaneous actors and different people. You know, we have the issue of like you hear the same voice actor over miscellaneous characters. I don't think that's an issue in other languages. Straight up, apparently. Which is interesting because the game was it's how 14 does it. They write English and Japanese together. Like the script can be written in one language and then it's feedback between the two. And then it's body acted. The body actors are Japanese, but the facial capture in the lip sync is based on English. And there is no Japanese lip sync if you play in Japanese for 16.
Huh.
Okay, I gotta go around. Rita has been so clingy. You coming up?
I'm gonna get some more water.
Stormblood was too weeb. I really enjoyed it. That's what I would compare the first half of 16's like Stormblood. But then I would put the second half of 16 up with Shadowbringers and Endwalker, which to some there is a gap between the two. And if you perceive there to be a gap, I would put it closer to Endwalker than Shadowbringers. But in either way, it is still a step up and enjoyable. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, I missed that one, damn it. Whatever. I'll come back for it.
So has the repetitiveness of Old World Blues kicked in yet?
Not today, because we've been talking so much. The fucking enemies, though. This, bullet sponge enemies are ridiculous.
Yeah, I was reading. Unfortunately, these enemies do scale up with you, so at later levels...
That's probably why, then.
Even I was here, yeah, like at level 30, and I was having a...
Yeah, we're closer to 40 than 30.
Oof, yeah.
That's exactly why it's like this, then, I guess.
That was a problem
that's why I got all the GRA stuff I wanted, and make sure I had variety in weapons. Yeah, we're level 42. Oof. So, that would explain a few things. Shit, if I had known that, we would have done this earlier. Because this is such a waste of ammo.
Nice texture popping. Yeah, and even with, what is it, Broken Steel, that was a pain. They just introduced a bunch of bullet sponge enemies.
Yeah, but we did that one kind of early in 3, so I don't remember it being as big of an issue.
Well, it was actually just the enemies that added to the overworld. Like, it added the albino rad scorpion, and those things are just, ugh.
Well, at least that's some enemies and not all of them, like right? Here.
I strongly believe if Square didn't push for Avengers to be a live service game, would have turned a massive profit and gotten a few expansions. Yeah, but... And they were wrong, but they, like, well... A live service game model would be more profitable, but it wouldn't have made it a better game, clearly.
The thing is, they've tried like a dozen live service games and still are. From what's still going, the Nier game is still going.
Really, people really want that unicorn, that a Fire Emblem and a Fortnite. What is it? What was it? Fire Emblem Heroes?
Yeah.
And in Asia, I know like mobile games are way bigger than they are in the West.
Right. So, oh, there it goes. So, it sucks for like the Mana series, since that's such a small JRPG series compared to Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. So I think what they were doing was they were depending on the Mana mobile game to kind of fund whatever they do next for the series, but that got canned.
For a while, they were going to do put a FF11 on mobile phones.
Yeah. I guess that fell through. Pretty sure they announced it fell through.
Yeah.
Shit,
we did get some screenshots of it or once, so.
Yeah.
I also don't think, in this day and age, that's not. It would cost too much to upkeep and for the return investment. Because I do see 14 players like have their Final Fantasy 11 name in their search info, and they still play, but like it's not enough to support a resurgence on a mobile platform.
No, PS2 is a different story. I will set up an account if they get PS2 online again.
Yeah, that gameplay doesn't lend itself to being on a phone for that long.
But on a DualShock 2, now we're talking. Now we're cooking.
On a Steam Deck.
Yeah. Okay, I got that one. Now let's go back for the one I missed. Oh, right. I was going to say about the music and how excellent of a job Soken did. I positioned I set up the soundbar and setup and everything to really surround my couch, and that was really, if I wasn't like going between the two to compare, I obviously wasn't, but that felt like a theater experience.
Yeah, I definitely
Genuinely.
see why you decided to jump for one. I think that first cutscene with Sid, even then I was like, oh wow, my speakers are not doing this scene justice.
Yeah, and the opening fight with Ifrit and Phoenix was that music is still some of my favorite music in the game, and that was the first like that was the only thing I was testing, was I was just running that demo over and over, and I was like, this doesn't sound right, and then I repositioned the speakers, and it's like I just walked into a theater. Holy shit, I just walked into a theater in my room. And that changed it so much. Yeah, it's in there, but I guess I missed it.
I can see why they push all those audio collaborations with 14 so much then. Huh.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't even know if I'm gonna use these sound bars for, aside from movies. Now it makes me want to watch movies. So it's in here.
Oh, it's by the
it's on
coffee
the
maker.
roof.
No, it's by the coffee maker.
It is.
To the right.
Oh, it is. Okay. Perfect. Yell about Boomtown. No? Okay. All right. On to the next one.
Hoppity hop hop.
So they did a great job. The sound effects are fucking loud, though. I felt really bad. And there are abilities you get later that you can take advantage of to really amplify your damage, but it's so fucking loud. So I don't know. I probably was really loud. I don't know if I kept anyone up. My room is the opposite side and opposite floor of my mom and my brother, if he's usually has headphones on that are pretty noise proof. So when I was up until 6 a.m. finishing the game, I hope that whole ending sequence wasn't loud enough.
You know, you deserve a little treat.
Yeah. There was a point where it was like, no, I mean, yeah, it was plenty loud enough, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. We've been in here before. There's another one in here? I guess so. Alright, back through it, I guess. Wait, back through where? I was in here before, wasn't I?
Don't forget to use the pulse gun.
What the scallop? What will the pulse gun do? Go through here, this barrier?
Yeah, that's the whole thing of the deal. Yeah, the pulse gun will disable force fields.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing that the last building I went into to do that just had doors to go around it. Oh yeah, I got both types.
Oh. You can always switch it out with the jukebox, but I guess that saves the trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Jesus was advising. Might as well. So am I stupid?
Then you either haven't upgraded the pulse gun, or you haven't... What are your quests?
Oh, I do have one for the sonic emitter still. Yeah, I still... Okay. Okay.
There, yeah, so...
Shit, well, I guess we gotta go do that. Alright,
Yeah,
we've already been in there. What?
Yeah,
No.
it's locked behind the
music kicked in. Oh, I have not been there. I'll put this away. Count on Maria for a while, I guess.
Ew, did Benny name his gun after his girlfriend? That's so cringe.
Grody. Music, graphics, story, gameplay.
And this is my knife.
Oh, yeah, the other thing is, and they said this before launch, that in New Game Plus, you can also play on Final Fantasy difficulty. I don't really know what that means, because Final Fantasy games are not difficult until you fight super bosses, but I want to give that a try. I'm just worried, I'm worried with those modes, because it could end up being, spongy enemies and punish you if you die in 2 hits, which the game already is. I'll let you know, I use my accessories for... One accessory increases the potency of potions, the second accessory increases defense, and then the third accessory increases HP. I do the same shit in Monster Hunter. Just make it as least punishing as possible.
I have increased attack and a little extra coin, so 25% gil.
Yeah.
I do enjoy how, like, on so many levels the game is like, yeah, make it as hard or easy as you'd like to.
Yeah.
I do feel like even though in combat though it's a little not, I don't know, I guess, well, with how spongy the enemies are, yeah, it makes sense that they wouldn't be that punishing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just what it really wants to. It was the same thing with 7 Remake, is they want you to stagger the enemies and focus on that.
Right.
And then burst. Your burst Your burst window is for when the shields are down. That would be, without going into the details of my rotation.
Be sure to post it on the balance later.
Yeah.
Upload those FF logs.
Yeah, put it, yeah, God.
This is where you make
what's
Roxy.
higher, like a blue parser here, so listen to me. Listen to my opinions. But Limit Break is like saved for that, which I don't even think you get for a while. So, you know, surprise, there's the game has Limit Break.
Yeah, no spoilers. I just got the outfit change.
Oh shit.
Oh, so you do make a cyber dog here named Rosie who gets her own ending slide.
Huh. Good. Good for her.
Yeah, it's great. She ends up meeting with... Years later, she ends up meeting with Gabe and they have cyber puppies.
Hey, spoilers, I just got the costume for the dog.
Man bites dog?
Crazy. What did I do? Oh shit, what did I do?
You blinded me. With science.
Did I fuck up?
I don't know, go talk to it, find out.
What is this strange new world around me? What is
Robo-brain.
in store for a dreamer such as myself?
I was surprised there were less Final Fantasy XIV voice actors. It's dead.
Yeah, bro.
Estinians is really the only one. Kind of disappointing in that regard.
Was he the father?
No, Estinian's the random Dragoon enemy that shows up in the prologue.
Fitting. Anyway.
So,
yeah, splice another one together. There should be one for like a dog and a brain or a human, maybe?
clear splicing area. No, I didn't recognize any of the other voice actors across Final Fantasy XIV, Xenoblade, the whole trilogy, and Lego Star Wars. I didn't recognize any other voice actors.
Lego Star Wars has voice acting now?
Yeah, the new one, yeah. It's very good. It's a excellent decision. The new Lego Star Wars is so good. I don't know if I told you about it.
Maybe you have to unlock the right splicing one later at the laboratory.
Maybe. Oh, that would explain why this one dies. Yeah, the new Lego Star Wars with all its open world planets and zones is very much worth playing. It's also another case of too much fucking content. Genuinely.
Yeah, very overstuffed for the kids, which I get, and I'm jelly.
We'll always
But,
keep them busy. Like,
have
you know,
9 to 5
I
job now.
love the Lego Star Wars games we got, but damn, they got something pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to play split screen, there was just too much stuff on the screen. Made it so much harder to play.
You can turn off some of it, but don't want to miss
Yeah.
out. Voice actors, sound effects, gameplay. Oh, and I keep getting off track here. I want to not just play Final Fantasy mode for that, but see if there's any more challenge to the combat, because I have it with my rotation. It's pretty solved. The thing with it is, though, is like I was saying, it depends on the counters, and that shit, the frame window to counter with the counterattacks is so tight, and it's extremely punishing if you fuck up as well. The only leniency and like tip I have found with it is if you're dodging like an attack or you're dodging projectiles, you should dodge into it, because you don't, it's not just like when you dodge you have iframes. It is when you dodge and you dodge into a projectile, you do a second dodge after you come in contact with it.
Kind of like Garuda's dodge, or
Yeah.
dodge into them. They'll never expect me to get
Or
closer.
sorry, not dodge, the counterattack.
Okay.
With Rook's Gambit is the Garuda one. Which I don't, at first I don't think it tells you that's a counter. With Heat Wave, that's the projectile counter with Ifrit. They don't really specify that that is a projectile counter. They tell you it nullifies projectiles. It doesn't just nullify them, it counters them. And when you upgrade it, you do, fuck off. Oh. No, it was already off. When you counter with it and you upgrade it, you do 4 slashes. Time freezes and you do 4 slashes. Oh.
Zawardo.
And again, that does way more stagger damage than normal. That's the thing, is it's a little bit hidden how you do good stagger damage. In 7 Remake, it's pretty like straightforward, because the depth of combat isn't as it's not as nuanced. But in 16, since they have so many abilities and so many different ways to use them with different functions, the way you optimize staggering is a little more, it's not as straightforward as in 7 Remake, and subsequently 7 Rebirth as well.
Was there stagger in 15?
Yes, but it didn't work the same way, I don't think. I do not think there was a stagger bar in 15. I think there was a stagger state, but it wasn't like the same way.
Okay.
But either way, it's not memorable. It wasn't like a core component.
Now, what would Clyde be doing with an Ifrit attack?
There we go.
Yeah. I will say, though, I kind of preferred Clyde's outfit in the beginning of the game. Felt a bit more,
I wish you could choose. That would have been cool.
Like the new outfit, the default outfit's great. Definitely looks like a Final Fantasy character. Just
Yeah, that's
color.
that's the other thing, is this whole conversation of what makes a Final Fantasy game. With Final Fantasy 16, after having played all of the 2D ones, is the closest to the 2D ones that any 3D Final Fantasy has gotten. Even counting 9, yeah, no, with the way it handles its themes, not like story themes, but in general themes. Shit, man. It's there really isn't a conversation to be had of what makes it Final Fantasy. That's not like a by any means an actual worry.
That's
but
true. They've been very experimental with their themes for the past, like, what, 4 games?
Yeah, technically 7. 6 is where they started branching off, and then it was a... Oh boy. Oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, you can just sneak her through. Just run to the end of the whole thing.
Should I take my stealth boy now?
No, because they're gonna be here 3 more times.
Well, I have 5 stealth boys.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to.
Okay.
No, actually, because the sneaking one is later. You get a sneaking soon.
Oh, okay.
This one is just a... whatever. Richie ball lover Marcus. Like, okay.
I do wish the other,
moments.
like, characters were playable.
Yeah, I was hoping for that. I was a...
In DMC Faction, it might be DLC.
I wish my dog would fucking heal me.
Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie pinko traitors.
I'm really glad to see that Ron DeSantis' new school program really running to the left.
Through the corridors to weed all you traitors out.
Round Earthers DNI. Oh, I lost it when the fucking Klein goes on about Round Earthers.
Oh, was there a thing about... Wait, what?
He mentions Round Earthers for... I don't even remember the context. He just makes fun of Round Earthers.
I mean, one thing that I wish more games delve into is that there really is a huge difference between the Bronze Age and the Steel Age. Like, a Tyranny kind of gets into this. What kind of falls in that zone where, like, knowledge and just, like, basic, more advanced tools really does put you, because I don't know, it is interesting how back then keeping the bearers in line was just a matter of, like, oh, you're gonna have to use the pulse gun again. I think
It's
you
not
have to use the
upgraded.
monitor. Did you go to the terminal? And
Which terminal?
oh, to the right, go behind you. To the right? Am I?
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Great.
Okay. Okay, well,
It's alright, we don't need it. What the hell was... Oh, shit. I almost freaked out like, Rex, what are you doing here? Genuinely thought that was Rex.
what am I doing here at school? In my underwear.
There was
Oh
a...
no, my cyber dog is here.
Cyber Dog is here. I was pretty sure it was the Tumblr post pointing out there's medieval and there's post-apocalyptic medieval, which is just Lord of the Rings. And that really started with Lord of the Rings, and so Lord of the Rings has inspired Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom heavily. This is also pretty Lord of the Rings inspired because it is so what is it?
I don't know, maybe the Wolverines?
It happened when I turned the corner. Is it the sound?
Is that a fire alarm?
That, I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay, it's an alarm.
It is a alarm. Is it you?
Lobotomite.
There was something earlier. Well, I found what the reference was, but I didn't know what it was referencing. But it was clearly whatever it was. What the hell did I just run into now? Mug.
And that dog's looking for you.
Wild Wasteland ruins my train of thought every time.
Hold on a second, I gotta go check Reddit.
So 16 definitely feels that in post-apocalyptic medieval. And I think that explains why typical medieval I can't really get behind. Like Dragon Age compared to Mass Effect, I cannot get into Dragon Age at all in the slightest. It's a surprise I got far into Divinity as I could, because I really usually can't get into that. Final Fantasy 12 does not fall into that, but Final Fantasy 12 is just a special type of dry that I like. But
That's
for settings like in Final Fantasy 16, and Lord of the Rings, because I also love Lord of the Rings, that's pretty good.
For me, the settings got to be very specific, like Tyranny's sort of Bronze Age, but also you're the villain era. 14's got a whole thing going on.
Yeah.
And I guess that is, I did enjoy 15's sort of setting or aesthetic on paper, but I enjoy 16's a lot more. Plus, it's nice to have a just full big budget production of a medieval fantasy.
Yeah, really.
Like, not that we don't get enough of those too, but now we have Squares.
I was gonna say, especially a Japanese company-led take on it.
That's true.
Because it's usually a Western take, but that's the other thing with Masuda's work. Though Masuda is inspired by Queen, the band, and like medieval politics.
Hell yeah.
European war politics. Which is why the original name was Tactics Ogre March of the Black Queen, right?
Huh. Didn't know that.
It was so on the nose. Usually the references are in Final Fantasy IX. At the very end of the game, you are from what is the final boss. It very much word for word quotes Yoda in pain leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Literally word for word.
A sister you have.
Okay, I think I did it. I like that Final Fantasy 16 did also not replace Final Fantasy 12 for me, so. But how much Yoshi P really loves the 2D Final Fantasy and Masuda's work really shows and is prevalent, which is great. I think that is the other thing is with the. I'm technically not in it if I'm right here, right?
Keep your voice down.
I'm not in the library yet. That was when with Katase took over. And from Final Fantasy 7 and 6.
Can you please shush your gun?
Too late. Those games took more different directions than what the series was going. And then
Shut up, my mom's gonna hear you.
I hate this bit. And then Yoshi P is really the most like traditional director the series has had since going 3D. Since Katase has made pushes for evolution, but I think if Final Fantasy 16 came out after Final Fantasy 6, if it wasn't for the chibi characters of 7, like the difference wouldn't be nearly as like staggering. It would feel like a natural evolution.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So I thought it didn't want me to shoot in here.
Oh no, I was just doing it for a bit.
Yeah, I was too. I thought it was not a bit, but that's okay. The in-game bit. There we go.
I was gonna say it's very good to have. It's very convenient that a large portion of 16's player base is going to be already familiar with just 16. A lot of the groundwork 14 put down.
Yeah.
Just UI and story beats.
Yeah. Well, that's a big thing. Is for the casual audience. For the casual audience, it might people have fallen off of the beginning half where it is more dry. And I suspect there are plenty of reviewers that did not finish the game.
I mean, a lot of people don't finish video games anymore, and to be fair, they are asking a lot of of you.
Yeah, especially for the casual audience, and it's kind of crazy for that in what is trying to be like a 10 million minimum sale series, because that's what
Right.
it is. At least when it's in 3D. So finally found me.
I know I have friends who currently have to play Breath of the Wild like it's a second job. So
Right. So I just like, you know, they made a lot of changes to Final Fantasy 14 over time, and part of its current success and the reason it was able to keep all of its audience after like its viral peaks is because they shortened A Realm Reborn so much. But even then, it's still long and arduous, and if
They're
you're
doing
not
as
committed
much
to it, then you know.
they're doing as much as they can, though. Well, not maybe, you know, not as much as they can, but they're willing to do a lot to help players pick up on the back end.
Yeah,
Starting.
without compromising what their goals are. That's what I
Because you
think
need to
ultimately affects it.
Need a steady intake of new blood or returning players.
The
God, do I miss some of the stuff though? Like stamina. Tanks wouldn't sprint because they would run out of stamina for the first pool.
Yep.
Oh man.
So the
Oh, I will say though that in 16, the first fight against the ninja, oh, that was wonderful.
right.
Literally every attack thrown at you.
The oh fuck, I thought it was a dog. Shit. The animations and how enemies are present themselves is really fucking cool. I think there's a lot of variety in things like wind-up attacks and how you read enemy attacks to counter them. Much like in Souls games with how clear they have to be with those animations, so you know when an enemy is winding up. But in Elden
Right.
Ring, there are plenty of bosses in Elden Ring where the variety in wind-up animations is just drawing it out. And I like in 16, like say dragon enemies or any enemy that's a beast with a long neck will first plant it, it'll wind up and then it'll plant its skull in the ground and then it swipes on the ground. But it's not that wind up you're reacting to, it's when it plants itself in the ground and then swings. Shit like that. Hello.
Root. What if that were you?
Well, thank God it wasn't. A lot of really well done stuff. Better than, I like Strangers of Paradise, but, the general readability of 16 is great, especially for how fast-paced it is. Because Strangers of Paradise is even faster-paced, but it is still not as well animated.
Chaos.
But here's the thing: is this is more for later in the game. There'll much like Final Fantasy 14, there will be just too many fucking effects going on at once, and some of it is on purpose. Like they purposely want to obscure your vision, but that shit gets harder to react. That gets harder to react when you can't fucking see the bosses. So there is a expectation to put the bosses in safer spots so you can see them, and learn their patterns. There's a
Skill issue.
Yeah, like I felt, especially with the Dragoon, when you start that fight, and I imagine it's for a lot of people, even though you know to react to wind-up animations, you still kind of get hit by a lot of them, and then you learn the patterns. And so you'll take a couple hits, and then you learn it. And I think if I wasn't using those accessories to help make it less punishing, I'm pretty sure it would be a case of doing fights repeatedly, because they do so much damage, even if you're over leveled.
Yeah. They did great of like making that
It's got to be
the
one
game
of these.
overs.
Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, the game overs put you back at the last checkpoint. They don't load a save,
They give you,
which is what
give you some potions.
Final Fantasy VI did. Though not the not giving you potions, but it did. Final Fantasy VI didn't have a game over. It would just put you back at your last save point with where you were, so you kept all your XP and stuff and AP.
I thought this was a pacifist run. Nope, we out here shooting dogs.
Yeah.
Joe Biden hired me. Fuck visibility. We tornado in this motherfucker. Better take your sensitive ass back to play your effects off. I do need to get that macro for you. That you have. It's great for progging.
What, the one just in chat?
Yeah, that just disables
Oh, I thought you meant a text macro for fuck visibility.
That too. Turn that as a power move. Have that on the beginning of every raid.
I would like to announce my personal macros for my configs out in chat for everyone to know that I have turned population down, so I cannot see you. Shit, I forgot what gun I was holding.
Your titles are all disabled, so I do not know what you have achieved.
Yeah, I'm using you reference the mods. You say.
I'm playing in 720p.
Auto announce every time someone peeks at you. With peeping Tom. That's the mod for it.
I see you. Jesus Christ.
In shout chat. I think there could have been. Dama was saying it. There's streamers that point out Final Fantasy XIV references. I think there could have been way more, because a lot of it is just Final Fantasy references, but also a lot of 14 players have only played 14, so that's understandable.
It is the way it's presented. Like, a lot of monsters share the same name.
Well, some of that's just series convention too.
True, but it's still a conscious choice not to change it, I guess.
Yeah. I think
that whole ninja fight, like.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. It's like, oh, so that's what that feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Yeah, no, there's definitely a couple of those. There's some that are Final Fantasy XIV fights in 4K. It's fucking cool.
I look forward to it. Oh, it's probably his dog.
Too bad we can't fucking see it.
Hit boy light.
It's off, isn't it? No? Okay. The one time. I still can barely see it.
Fucking Gabriel. Well, it's a photo, so we know that they were once sentimental.
Yeah. Yeah, no, plenty of just Final Fantasy in general references, but I think they could have done more. I think they restrained themselves pretty well for what could have been there. There is, I'll say this because it's not a reference, but you get a dialogue choice referencing Moogles that I think could have referenced King Moogle Mog. And if I had heard Clive recite Great King Moogle Mog, Great King Mog, that would have been really good, and I think I would have posted it regardless of spoilers. But alas, it is not there, so that's the kind of shit I want. I want Hildebrand DLC for no discernible reason. Hildebrand is just there, and now Yoshi P is just making Hildebrand a recurring character like Gilgamesh.
I was gonna say Gilgamesh. When is he gonna show up? Like,
right?
He does show up in all of them.
He shows up in most of them. There is no Gilgamesh in 9. He's not even like a fight. Gilgamesh is just a dude in 9 who wanders the world. He's still like a collector, but that's all he does is he just collects.
Yeah, same dude.
Yeah. I don't think he's in. He has Tidus's sword in 12, but I don't think he is in 10. Funny enough. Which, well, okay. Alright, 10's weird, so that can still check out. 10, he's in 12. I don't think he's in 13. He's not in 7. Even though he has the Buster Sword. I don't know if he's in 8. Fuck off, what? Oh. Yeah!
It's my favorite one.
I have hundreds of 16 clips, but I can't post any of them. So I will and even for like this is because it's PS5 exclusive, waiting a full year and a half to like post anything for spoilers.
Or for mods. Like, where's Kermit the Frog turning into a primal?
Yeah. So I know, yeah, because it's not there. There is no Gilgamesh in 16.
At least not yet.
Yeah, it could be. I hope there's a DLC. And that he's part of it, because that's how it was in 15. Was 15 Gilgamesh was DLC.
Same with what is it? Oh jeez.
Technically 14.
Strangers of Paradise.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope they do good on that, and I hope it's a more enjoyable Gilgamesh. Although I don't know how Strangers of Paradise Gilgamesh was. I don't know if he was funny,
edgy, or cute.
Yeah. It's voiced by John DiMaggio in 12, and I think he's still voiced by him in like the car. If the Final Fantasy game is localized in the U.S., then it's John DiMaggio as Gilgamesh. So he also voices. I'm pretty sure he still voices him in the Chocobo game. Local map, Jesus Christ. Okay. Though unfortunately, if 16, I guess it would be 14's voice actor for Gilgamesh. Yeah, he talks in the fight cutscenes. Not, I lied.
Warning.
Yeah, but they haven't up. Jeez.
Oh, that's right. That was in A Realm Reborn, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, yeah.
No, yeah, it was, because that fight is in
It's
Battle of
before
Big
Heaven's
Bridge
Sword.
is in yeah, and it's located in Korthus.
And even
I remember
Nero's voice actor.
I remember because nobody was doing it, so I was just sitting outside of that part in Korthus.
I mean, hell, even Nero. Oh Jesus, hasn't been heard of since the end of Heaven's Sword. Just kill them already.
We had someone recently. Wasn't Yugiri? Well, yeah, Yugiri, but there was someone else we recently had a new voice for that hadn't been heard since A Realm Reborn, but I forget who.
Boulder? Not Hori Boulder. Nice.
I don't know, I don't remember. The fuck's even left? I guess, science. Well, no, I don't. Right, I don't want to deal with that. I might as well get gun to 100. Yeah, maybe energy for the rest.
Use more gun.
Hope they add guns to 16. They just add ebony and ivory. I don't know if I don't remember Bayonetta naming her guns, but just on the nose.
This one is Adam and this one is Eve.
Oh, I get it. It's a near reference.
I hope they add Dante.
Yeah, from the Devil May Cry series. And then they can put that, like, on the Steam page when it has a Steam page.
I mean, the box art looks like it would have that sticker on it.
I fucking love the box art. I was gonna get the game physically anyway. Oop. Okay, weird. Because I was gonna get it physically, because that's like my favorite box art in a new game since Yakuza 0, probably.
And in an alternate release, they replace him with Raido Kozunoha.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I've only played real Shin Megami Tensei games like Persona 4.
Like Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 and Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. And Persona 5.
And Persona 5, the animation. Oh, you don't want to heal him. Oh yeah, that's why. This is where you see Gabe.
Stop a Gabe end.
At valvesoftware.com. Stout Choco, and 2 are fine.
I should put that in the, nice. I should, put that on the soundboard. After, last stream, I will most definitely check every single option of every single terminal from now on.
What happened last time? You exited without choosing every single one, I take it?
Yeah, and it, I forget what it unlocked, but you needed to do it. So now I'm just making sure every terminal, because it wasn't even like it wasn't even phrased like it was unlocking something. It might have been for notes. I don't remember. Oh, it all looked the same. That was the problem. It was all diary entries that had very similar names. No, from like the different computers, so different people receiving them, and something with that changed it. It was technically different. I think like different replies basically. So you had to get those chains, and I forget what it was for, but it was fucking annoying. So I will never go by. I don't even have the key. No. Real Lyle stream tonight. I have no fucking clue where I am. I know I am doing. Am I still doing the test?
Oh, and Lyle. Yeah. Well, now you should be able to. Okay, go to the computer over there.
Okay.
Yeah. And enter residential Cyberdog. Nope, go back.
Oh, I didn't see the Cyberdog part.
Be aware of dog. And now you gotta go take the dog and pivot to video. I think it's the same one, because it just, yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate this place specifically.
Oh god, you're huge! Holy shit! Holy fuck, you do a lot of damage.
Okay, you don't have to exit this room, just get far away from it.
I will after I get the lair.
Those are convenient if you don't already have them.
Why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right?
9. All will be fine.
7. Yes, 7.
Peak Fallout.
Halfway to destruction, measured in clicks. 5.
Am I good?
Yeah. I've never actually listened to the whole thing.
4, as in
Biden. For Biden.
Biden would be a lot more popular president if he acted like Dr. Mobius. He's practically just as coherent.
As in we are in trouble. That didn't rhyme. 2, as in too late. 1, as in Mobius has.
That wasn't that bad.
That's the first time I've ever listened to that.
How do you skip it?
You just leave.
Oh. Nothing else in here?
Yeah, just the tiny Deathclaw that he killed.
Does it have anything to loot?
No, but if you wanted to see a tiny Deathclaw.
Again. Yeah, we already saw one. We're good.
Hey bro, come check out this tiny Deathclaw.
Let's fucking go.
Now back to the terminal and something about turning in the tests.
This terminal. I hated looking. I'm sure some streamer did it, but in the beginning, see Joshua hold the rapier. It's like, oh, red mage. And Jill holds a rapier. It's like, oh, red mage. They technically all are, but
The dad had a red mage looking outfit.
yeah, exactly. Data retrieval.
Advanced test.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, this is why. At least this is why it's part of my least favorite gameplay in Fallout.
Save here. Before I lose access to my cloud saves.
Nope, he's not in this one. I think you gotta actually do the test by going the right way.
Oh, I was following the marker.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
don't
a
know why
different
it's
quest? Because I still have that one on.
Upgrade. Okay, yeah, no. Well, you saved here, so you can always go back, but go to the double door entrance, the same you used for the dog. Because I think you have to use that terminal I told you initially to upgrade
Well, let me
it
set the
there.
quest to it. Data retrieval or high school horror. This one, right? Because that's what we just turned on.
Yeah.
Oh, but it says the wave upgrades required.
Okay, go down to high school horror. Oh, okay, so actually go back to turn the...
To Gabe's.
Yeah, you have to go dig around in his shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well you have to play the... You have to do the advanced one, I think, for the...
But I can't.
You can just do the advanced one. After the advanced test, you can go back in.
I can't do the advanced test because I don't have the sonic emitter upgrade.
No, but go down to high school horror.
Yeah.
That's another one. Oh, shit.
I
no,
can't
you're
get
right.
back to Gabe's digging spot. Well, this, I think I already did this. I just didn't pick up the upgrade. Like, I already enabled this, but I didn't. So let me follow the way marker for... Where is it? Fuck.
LMAO. Lol even.
Will it give it to me? Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to... Yeah, because the monitor...
Students, this is the pre-recorded
Fuck.
voice of your pre-recorded
Go to the right over there,
principal,
behind that pillar.
Dr. Principal
To the left. Yep.
Boros.
Help. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Alrighty. Test.
No, it's because of Gabe's bar... Because the sonic emitter samples do different things.
Oh shit,
And
which one did it
so-
upgrade?
Revelation. And so you can change them out at the jukebox, but so that one's gonna disable force fields, and the other ones do other things. I'm not sure what Gabe's bark does, but yeah, you don't have his bark yet.
Unfortunate. What do I have plenty of ammo of? Yeah, more Maria. So still not stealth yet. Armor conditions low. Oh, fuck. Well, after we're done in this building, we have to find... Or we have to... One of those machines can repair for us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the sink. The sink actually has a repair of 100,
Good.
so it can max
Right,
it out.
I think it's the only thing with 100 in the game.
Yeah, other than a handful of other ones, yeah.
Yeah. It will certainly be more convenient. Fuck me, this map.
I may have mentioned this before, but it is interesting how the developers, even in Bethesda 2, they look to like what players mod in the most to see what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And a very popular thing to have in Fallout mods is just like your own kind of personal hub or house. Kind of like the Lucky 38,
Yeah.
but like even decked out with more stuff.
Yeah, that's what they do is Smash did it too, definitely. Put in the features that people are modding in so that they don't mod it.
Yeah.
Keep them out because they won't have incentive. That's the only thing that breeds modding is incentive and demand. If there is no demand, then people won't mod it. If people don't want to
TF2.
see something cool, they won't do it.
It's one good thing to keep a game going for a long time, even not as a games as live service, is just have a player thing where the player can create things for themselves. Or
Yeah,
an environment
that's why you are able to, for like 10, 15 bucks, I think it is, pay for a developer account with Xbox and turn your Series X or Series S into a sandbox dev kit.
Oh wow.
A genuine dev kit out of your retail console that functions in a sandbox mode and lets you just download stuff like emulators, and people have done that. But that means nobody does homebrew for Xbox, and that's why nobody hacks it because you don't need to. The tools are already there for it. Though now with people were doing is because the Xbox Series X store is the same store as the Windows PC store.
Right.
So you can just throw up emulators on there, and you would, just use them on your Xbox. But they
Happy Easter, Xbox.
probably got some complaints about it. It's assumed they have complaints about it. And they took them down from retail mode. So the fact that you can't use the emulators in retail mode anymore has started getting people interested in figuring that out and exploiting it.
Today, the cafeteria will be
It is the only one with 100 repair in the game. Yeah, besides a handful of other ones. You could have just said no, Miguel. No, Gord, I gotta use my fancy $10 and $5 words that I got from a good college education.
no chocolate pudding
Which means
in the chairs or
We
Putting more
gotta
words in
pad out the
sentence.
video.
what are you going to do now,
I gotta use more words to say less things.
Marcus?
That's what that I also feel that about the flowery English of 16.
Yeah, but that's what I'm sorry. That's kind of what I guess maybe meant when like they took stuff that people loved about 14. I think people really love their old washed out English.
Yeah, the flowery. Well, it's
Yeah.
not as bad as it used to be. Like, it's a lot worse in A Realm Reborn, and it was way worse in 1.0. It's toned down from there, but even then, I still think it's a bit much.
It goes out of its way to be a bit much, which I kind of find endearing sometimes.
Yeah, it's just kind of what they do. In Tactics Ogre Reborn, or rather the PSP Tactics Ogre toned it down with the SNES. The SNES version had a lot more, or no, I think it was the opposite way around. The SNES version was not flowery, and then the PSP version was more flowery in how it was sounding. Very much like Final Fantasy 12 as well. And that's another. Well, this kid sucks. Richie Ball Lover Marcus.
Dr. Klein homophobic moments. Or sorry, Dr. Boris. It's Boris, I believe.
Yeah. And Final Fantasy Tactics. Generally, anything Masuda does is when it's localized, they do that approach. I have to hack this again.
No, that's for turret control.
Oh yeah, which there are none of because I destroyed them. That's right, it was a waste of time last time and waste of time now. Never mind, the turret's still there. Is there another one in here? Oh, it's on the upper floor. That's for the upper floor. What about this one? That's the exit. Okay, we're going up the stairs. Which are all the way around. This is the library. Shh.
You can actually use the force field to get rid of that turret up there, or shoot the force field.
I don't know if I want to do that.
That's valid. Just, you know.
Well,
But you could.
let me
But you could.
let me get over here first. Is it gonna die when it falls? Okay.
Yeah. Not big surprise.
Rads. Here we go.
Yeah, like most public schools.
Yeah, that water sucked. Which is surprising. It's it was really surprising. The school is very close to like you could visit where they filtered the water.
Huh.
Like it was an eyesight of the school.
School
Oh, shit.
is a sacred trust.
So I don't know what was up with that, but granted, it was still totally drinkable. It's still not close to the horror stories I hear about most of my friends online about undrinkable tap water.
Yeah, it was by Britta. How many rads do you think are in Flint, Michigan's water? Well, none. It's all lead, right? Or...
I think so. In Michigan in general, yeah. Fuck.
I actually don't know exactly what it was, which really ruins the bit, doesn't it? Alright, taking to Google.
Nice.
For the record, no, I didn't spell Michigan right. Even if it's right in front of me.
Are you kidding me? Well, we have one more option left.
Lead and other bacteria. Great.
So lead, yeah. A secondary Ange has hit the main cast. It never hits that.
No, his is pretty obnoxious, even for me.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably just his delivery. He doesn't have to speak like a librarian, but he does.
Yeah. And no one wants to hurt his feelings. Over here?
Buddies.
What are you... Is that on purpose? No, that was not on purpose.
Warning. Hostiles in area.
Typical American high school.
Look back at that.
Yeah, it looked like it was a broom. Which happened to me once, or...
Fucking
it was
Link was
76,
in here.
though.
Fucking fused the broom to the dog.
Bart, don't fuse the dog to things. Here's the play-by-play. Check the metal box. Got on the floor.
Yeah, nothing there. And then it walks the dinosaur. What a madman. I guess it's a broom, and then the way it disappears?
No, it's part of its mesh or something. Or not its mesh, but clearly something.
Oh, yeah.
Like attached to the projectile, I guess?
Like a tether.
Yeah. Like that's the range or something.
Yeah.
Now we're in the real game.
It's not the worst mutation to have.
Yeah. But it was really weird, and I'd never seen
Yeah.
something like it in a while.
Yeah, usually the character models don't stretch and deform until, like, they're dead.
Yeah.
Sip.
No. See, Cyberpunk lead was like, the game wasn't that bad on launch. Which the game is in a completely fine state now. Perfectly fine. It was not fine at launch.
Is that the same person who said it was kind of, like, not cool to like Cyberpunk at first and now it is?
That was
Or
part
was
of the
that a
same
diff-
statement, yeah.
Yeah, okay, geez, that is... Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I get what he's saying, but that's still such a bad... It feels like a tacky PR thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Probably shouldn't be saying PR things.
Yeah, that too, like, hand that off to somebody. Like, I enjoyed Cyberpunk immensely, a lot, but, like, even that's... It was kind of... That's... I hate to say, Mr. CEO, but that's kind of cringe.
Yeah. Like, it's come a long way. I think it's downplaying how far the game's come by saying that shit.
That's true.
So I like the developers themselves with how much work they put in post-launch, I don't think the developers themselves would agree with that.
And yeah, like, a lot of other media, like, the anime definitely helped make it cool again, but, like... Even so, that was only after, like, the PS5 version was out and, like, a whole bunch of other fixes had been made.
Mm-hmm. again.
Oh. More people who work in the game industry should simply talk less. No, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think maybe
Twitter made me think that.
again, this is the C. Well, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, the
This is-
CEO
this is
is
also
not a
the
game
CEO.
developer.
yeah. Like I prefer more of the talk of people who are boots in the ground and sort of
Yeah,
ties at a desk. But
but they still should thin ice on Twitter at least.
you do have to be mindful of like who you're representing and what your audience is and talking about. But I have to say, like, I've started checking Twitter maybe only like once or twice a week, and like, yeah, it's definitely a lot more empty. But like, the people who are still on there have gone a lot more feral. Like it's got a lot more unhinged. It's been great for content, but it's also been concerning.
Yeah, the algorithm pushes hate posting way more.
Hate posting, but even just like the types of humor and I don't know. I guess the general sentiment. Yeah. So
It's a cesspit, and it brews in itself. Are we doing another one of these tests?
yeah, if you're gonna want to, we'll check the.
Find the keys to the... Well, that's telling me to go somewhere else. Yeah, that's telling me to now leave to the other side of the map. This one...
Okay, so now you need to go back to.
Yeah, Gabe's... Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Hi, Gabe.
Oof. Gay Ben.
Not that one. People have been off-put by the amount of cursing in 16. I don't
mature.
think it's there, but it's not. I don't think it's as egregious. I don't know.
It's mature, is evident when like Shiva and Titan got it all in the hallway.
Yeah. So. Oh, that wasn't Shiva. See, that's what.
that
That's
was
one of those things.
Oh, not
hard to
Shiva,
read.
Garuda.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about the time skip.
Nice. Yeah, no, I had to like not replay it, but think back and like, oh shit, that was Jill and Hugo fighting back there.
Yeah.
So that's like things like that. The fucking Clive like rubbing at his scar went over my head. That's what's useful about like the active like log system, right? To see things like that. But you do gotta do it, and it immediately gives context to those opening scenes. Because I don't think anybody says bearer in the opening. I don't think any of them say that they are bearers. They just say we are people that aren't paid to think.
Isn't it that No, it wasn't with what's his face, the Apple interaction at the beginning of the game.
Which one?
When you're right after the tutorial as a child for combat, and you're going up to like to meet your father in the throne, and there's a cutscene with with him having an apple, meeting an apple carrier as a bearer.
Oh yeah. Yep, that. The one I'm talking about happens when in the very beginning as an adult, before he gets conked out.
Pardon me.
Because it goes the fight into the zoom out of the fire in his eye.
Right. Oh, and at the bear. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's when they're like, we aren't paid to know more about what we're doing. All right, energy weapons is good forever.
Damn, 2 level up. Damn, 2 level ups.
Yeah, we'll get that. Shit, what we're gonna focus on? It wasn't more critical damage, but it was for one of the enemy types.
Energy weapons?
No, for a perk.
Oh. IDK, my BFF.
The other thing there was I didn't pick when I was testing the audio. I was watching the whole beginning back multiple times. But the magic, I didn't pick up on how they were using the crystals, and then Benedicta doesn't use a crystal. because she's a, you know, dominant. So I didn't put that together in that beginning cutscenes, even though that's literally what it's trying to convey and show. But there is like a lot thrown at you at once, so that's exactly what the log is there for.
Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that either.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was trying to show you, was that people without it have to use the crystals, and people without it can just, dominants can, or bearers and dominants don't need that.
So dominants can only use the aspect they're obviously like inherited from?
Yeah,
Or
but I think any
reincarnated
of them
from?
could light a pipe.
Oh,
I guess so, technically.
true, but still Benedicta using the crystal. Oh, well.
No, she didn't use the crystal. She uses
okay.
her finger. It was
Oh, I
one
thought
of
she said
the
she
like
did.
the stuffy politician at the desk had somebody squeeze a crystal of water into their cup. And then the shot goes from someone squeezing water into the cup from a crystal to her lighting her pipe.
Right, I had misheard then, but already.
Yeah, no, yeah, really. It throws a lot at you all at once in those few scenes. So that's exactly what that log there is for, because it'll make more sense. Man, I don't know. We might as well max out stealth.
Sneaky breaky.
And humor science, so it doesn't cost as much next time. So there was an enemy type we were gonna get a perk to handle. It wasn't robots, because we had that. Was it dog? Oh, animal friend.
Right, to stop the Night Stalkers.
Yeah. Animal, well, it starts with animal, so that should be enough. It's usually a very early on perk.
Ooh, I think you don't have high enough charisma.
Fuck.
Animal friend.
6 charisma.
Survival.
No
Oh,
way.
you need survival's 45.
Fuck. Go back. Hold on.
I don't think that's enough.
No, we'll get it next time though. Oh shit, I can't get it next time because I have to get 3 levels now. Whatever. Well, I gotta get something. That's pretty good. We should have done this earlier.
That's my build. Light runner.
Mm.
You actually end up going faster if you sneak than if you aren't. Gee to bed moment. Yeah, really.
I can get a lot of shots off with Maria, so I'm gonna take that. Maria was popping like 5 to 6 shots with full AP.
It'd be really funny if they made the weapon actually do less damage against headshots.
Okay, 4, but still. And it's also not beneficial right now, but still. I had 90 stim packs when we started this DLC, and now we have 21. I had like a lot of ammo going into this DLC. Fuck.
You're hurting him.
Damn, bro. Shit. That was a grunt, but it sounded like a fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Boom, 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 shakalaka, boom, boom.
Why is my stim pack healing my limbs?
Oh, that's what they do. If you're not in hardcore mode, you can use stim packs to heal individual limbs.
Really? Are you sure? So I'm
Think
carrying
so?
these doctor bags for no reason.
Actually, I think I'm wrong. That was 3. Go to stats.
I still don't. I'm pretty sure it's not in 3 either.
Yeah, because your limbs can be crippled. And doctor's bag.
Yeah. Oh, and
Or no, press X. I don't know. That might
it's,
help.
for that it's oh. No, it's still there. But yeah, I mean, do that, but still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was still. Stim pack was healing individual limbs a little, but it was still doing it. I don't know. I have some. Maybe is that an old world blues thing? Because it definitely wasn't doing that earlier in the playthrough. And I feel like if I got a perk for that, I would have remembered it.
No, that's how that'll be. Oh gosh, that's how it be in my playthrough too.
Anyway.
You don't match for science.
I will also say, Jill gets her moments. Jill could use more moments, but she has some pretty good moments nonetheless. But, it is that kind of, I think it would be the most, like, textbook definition of, a guy writing women, right?
Yeah, I'm not that very far in, but I'd imagine. Again, playing it very safe.
Yeah, I still enjoy it, and it is emotional, and it still gets to you. But that is like shit.
You won't escape me.
I think that's the clearest example of what people mean when they say like women characters were in by men.
Yeah, because I really think that like, well, we haven't had like kind of a canon female lead for Final Fantasy since 13.
Right.
And yeah, I can't say maybe her personality has left much in the popular lexicon. But she did do a great fashion collab with like what, Gucci?
Louis Vuitton.
Chanel? Louis Vuitton, yeah. those photo renders were fun.
Yeah, better than the 14 ones.
Oh yeah, ooh, don't get me so. And even the clothes weren't that great.
Yeah.
I actually wore my Uniqlo Final Fantasy 3 shirt to work today.
I was what is it? If we're well, I mean now with how 14's going, I'm unsure, but if more of what's her face in the next expansion,
Jill?
No.
Y'shtola?
No. The Lalafell. That's not Tataru.
Shazam? Shatana or something?
No, the yellow one.
From 11? Creel?
I died. Kryl, yeah. Kryl.
Thank
I
you,
was trying to
Dapper.
remember her fucking sprite from 5, from Final Fantasy 5. I still couldn't come up with her name. But Kryl is going to be a main character to the next expansion. And so there's some hope there. But I mean, that might still be a whole... I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who we're going to go with wherever we go.
The bottom of the sea, probably.
Because if we're still like... at this point, it doesn't feel like it still feels like the Scions are still all there, and everyone's present, and everyone's just, it's not a big deal for anyone to come back, and so it kind of, I thought they would really like branch out all new, like Ash leaving, and getting new friends. I thought they would do that approach, but
I have found the post game for this DLC to be very underwhelming. Which I figured was going to be the case, just...
Oh yeah, usually it is.
I mean, well, I think Shadowbringers was the exception, and Stormblood
Technically,
had
Heaven's Sword.
Right, sorry,
Alright, so, well, okay, so it's not...
Anyway, so
So
for
it's
most
not the
part, for the
usual.
most part of the course, yeah, the post game tends to be a lot stronger, and I think just, I mean, they kind of, not that they, like, it was Switch's game of the summer, basically, and, well, no, that was after Endwalker's development.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, essentially what I want to say is that they knew
Fuck
they were
this.
never gonna,
These guys win.
they knew they were never gonna live up again to, not live up to it, but I guess reach the cultural and, you know, worldly events that caused Shadowbringers to be such a hit.
Yeah.
Because I have not been enjoying 14's post-Endwalker story so much. Characters are great, but I'm not a huge fan of the overall where it's going.
I don't know, presumably we'll go somewhere else on the star, or we can just fuck off to one of the other ones. The ones we don't know anything about, really.
Other reflections, yeah.
Yeah, the reflections.
If there are any other.
If there's anything else to do in any of them.
Does the first still have a moon?
I don't remember.
Probably.
Maybe maybe not, because we would have been there by now.
Yeah, never know.
Oh shit! Right, I have to go repair. What am I doing outside? Why did I leave? Did we finish in there? No, we did not finish in there.
Just
Oh,
talking
yes, we did.
just talking and following the quest markers.
Yeah, we
Like we're-
definitely
like we're-
finished in there.
Like we're really walking and talking side by side.
Yeah. No, middle one. So we need to repair, and we're rich enough so we can do that.
Cash is flowing for sure.
Sink is in this sink or the literal sink?
Look, that sink. The one in the middle.
Not this one? Are you sure?
Between you and me,
You just wanted
I
to touch
think
the
Central
sink.
Intelligence
Just wanted
Unit
to
is a
touch
bit of a snob.
Might I be of service, sir?
Am I stupid? Yes.
Are you some kind of artificial...
82K. All right.
What? Oh, I guess you do have a lot of things.
I have
on
a fuck ton of equipment. I also need to sell, I guess. Oh, right. You're also the one I sell to.
Might I be of service, sir?
You don't have enough. Oh, yes, you do have enough money. I don't know if I have those gold bars on hand, though. I think I put them in the thing. Yes, I did. In this room, I think I put them in here. Yes. Oh, fuck, I'm out. Shit, I'm out of gold bars.
I mean, you have all those books and ammos and chems.
Yeah.
Might I be of service, sir?
I'm gonna have to sell something. Do I need both of these?
Yeah, he does have two. I mean, not really, but they are unique.
If they're so unique, why are there two of them?
They can be unique and only be two of them.
I'll toss that one.
Maybe make sure you're tossing out the one without the mods.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what the plus one has mod. Why did it get unmodded? Oh, it's not, but the name changed.
Yeah, I saw what you meant. Whatever.
Might I be of service? Very good, sir.
If the name
Might
just
I be of
removed the
service,
plus,
sir?
I am reloading my save. Okay, it still has the plus. I'll sell this one. The
Gamer
extra one.
SCP moment.
I don't know when I picked up plasma grenades, but those can go too.
If you repair your stuff, the caps do get recycled back into his inventory. So if you like buy out his stuff, then you gotta repair your things again.
Hmm. I need more stim packs too. Hold on, I'm collecting those victories. Shit. Why do I have this? Why do I have these? I might have to delve into my mods and ammo, since I just bought a bunch of mods that looked interesting, because too many weapons, I don't know what works and what doesn't. That's still not enough to repair my coat.
Might I be of service, sir?
But I mean, if it can repair K9, no. K9 needs 13k. The helmet needs repaired too.
I mean,
well,
just
it's only gonna get a +3, but
if you have jury rigging, can't you just like repair the combat helmet with like lobotomy helmets and whatnot?
I don't have jury rigging. I thought I did. What I did was I got jury rigging in the one save I didn't use for who did we get that for? With Ganon, when his stuff wasn't working.
Right.
And I made a different save from an earlier save. While I was progressing on that save, I got jury rigging, but I did not get jury rigging in the main save. I have missiles. I can sell those.
Might I be of service, sir?
This has been a cursed fucking playthrough. Yeah, there's a lot you can do without realizing you've done something. I'm 90 hours, 90 something hours in, and I'm barely getting onto the strip. So.
Flame refuel, definitely. I definitely took that just to sell it. Same with BBs.
BB guns.
Okay, 15k.
Might I be of service, sir?
I can repair K9.
Woof woof.
And then I'll need another 16k for the armor. Plus 14.
Might I be of service?
The little
sir?
robot. Yeah, that's the mug one.
Muggy.
I don't have anything that uses 22. Nope.
Yeah, it's just the, yeah.
Not
the
that there's a
like,
lot of it, so.
very low powered submachine gun and silenced pistol.
I thought I had more weapons in this, actually. Hold on, I use MF cell. Okay, I also use, I have to use energy cells for that. $357, do I use 357? Yes. Very much so. 44, 45? No. Why did I buy all this 45 ammo? 50? Do I use? I don't think I used 50 either. Why did I buy all this?
Because you had so much money, or thinking better safe than sorry, I presume.
Well, it was a waste.
I'm sure this says something about consumption of capitalism in the Fallout universe.
Maybe.
Nah, it doesn't.
10, 12, I'm pretty sure I used both.
Let's see, Super Ego. Super Ego is a unique robo-brain found in Big Mountain, and it carries the glove. What is it here? The Sterilizer Glove, a unique scientist glove that does heat damage. More directly, the robo-brain Super Ego is immediately hostile to Courier and will probably be destroyed, presumably leaving id and ego to run wild. This works the description for the think tank and most creatures in Big Mountain. Deep.
I use 40, I don't use 25, so I can sell the 25 ones. I do not have enough for those repairs. But I did clear out a lot of ammo. I don't think I used electron packs. Yeah, it's just E cells and MF cells.
Yeah, the EWC or something? Oh no, yeah, those are for the... What is it? The Gatling gun.
That's still not enough. I can repair my hat. But I need another 10k.
Motherfucking cell. Yes.
Might I be of service, sir?
I don't know what else to sell. I don't want to sell a weapon.
Just put on a different hat.
My barter's already maxed out.
No, I'm just saying, like, wear a different hat in the game. Oh, wait,
oh no, it's
armor.
not my hat. That's whatever. It's the armor.
Well, there's the stealth suit.
The stealth suit has more defense. Lame.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Oh.
What can I hide you from today?
Time for your government-mandated GF.
Stimpack reserves adequate.
Thank you.
Medic supplies adequate.
Damn it, just a
Might I
dealer.
be of service, sir?
We've got to get that 10K. Oh yeah, all these mods. Oh, the mods don't cost a lot.
I have got to get a Krabby Patty.
I guess I could just sell these because I'm pretty sure if one of my weapons could be modded, I already did it. Yep.
Yeah, maybe just double check.
Don't care about that one, but I think I spent the gold bars on the upgrades for K9. That was like the first thing I did.
Doggo.
Are we
And it was
doing
worth it
that?
because that gun sucks unupgraded. So yeah, I could just sell all these mods that are not used.
I'm still enjoying the characters with Endwalker's post game, but the plot is just dragging its feet like no other. Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. That's my sentiment as well.
Which is surprising because it goes through the 4 fiends faster than expected.
Yeah.
But now it is dragging because it's
Such a dragon.
oh, I get it, because it's not concluded, so 6.4 is still continuing, which is 6.4 is the 0.4 is usually where it starts teasing the next expansion.
Yeah, by now they would have pivoted, not just kind of made another, like a reveal, but a reveal that doesn't necessarily change anything.
So, I mean, it might lead right into it, but I mean, the thing is, if it does that, the themes are about world traveling, so we might, it feels like it would go into another reflection.
No, I think there's definitely a lot more to be explored on the star.
Yeah, there is, but if 6.4 has to build off of where we're already at, it feels like it's going to involve reflections.
That's fair.
I would
guess
like
they
it
can
not
always,
to, though, but
they can always kind of split it out. Like, one world map you explore is native to, Aetheris, the other ones are other places.
yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Finally, let's get out of here. Oh, I have mugs.
Yes, I forgot.
Oh, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Peak Fallout.
Oh,
Me in the morning when I don't get my coffee, am I right?
These down for you just as fast as I can.
I'll get those emails to you as fast
Ambitious.
as I can.
4 Wonder Glues. 6
Wonderful.
empty syringes. He pays you well. For whatever the fuck he does to him.
He's got an only mugs.
What? Who's in here? Where's Boris?
Yeah. Yeah, there are 2 doors next to each other.
And how did I get in through here? Oh, whatever. Hey, Boris.
There are two doors next to each other.
Have you
Mary
come
Tudor.
for the lobotomite animal before me? What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps?
Round
Be warned.
Earthers.
Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Some people
This
really
guy-
read that and went, yeah, fuck commies.
Yeah, I'll base my entire political belief around that.
On Dr. Boris.
I mean, they are all peak boomers.
Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores,
Could be a pretty good
glands,
pundit on a
all
Newsmax or
wrapped up in
OAN.
skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis?
Auditioning for the new
Scalpels
role
shall
for
tell
Rick and
us your
Morty.
secrets, even if we must
RFK
cut
Jr.
deep
moment.
for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
He actually... Well, anyway.
Is this Gabe's bull? Your dog from X8, Gabe?
What? Why, Yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course.
Full of morphine.
No matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag.
Yeah, I'd eat it too. You put morphine in my food.
Even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range.
Sure.
For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force.
It's a good thing you've never hurt any dogs, Courier.
Yeah, haha. Anyway. What you've done... was that what we were getting at? Did he acknowledge the chems were stupid?
Yes. Kind of. I mean, as much for little humanity they have left. I hope so.
Gabe knew his place as a specimen, Jesus Christ. It sounds to me like you hurt someone you love very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion.
Yeah, right.
And I wonder why it didn't hit me before.
See, even STEM majors need
that memory
therapists.
in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop.
Loop-de-loop and pull.
Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes, I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
This is after Portal 2, right?
Actually, around the same time.
Yeah, they are around the same time, but I mean, they wouldn't have known. Anyway, I don't need to ask about anything else. Nothing else is part of the quest.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
Okay.
It's always entertaining.
He did give me like 20. Okay, he gave me one quest.
Swear to Christland, if we don't go to Mercidia, I'm gonna trigger a flood of piss and vinegar. Yeah, Mercidia. I mean, I think it's destroyed already, but I chalked it down as like number 1 or number 2 places we'd find a way to travel to.
Right. What was that? Well, you know, there's Stormblood is technically 2 continents. It's just I think it's in Kugane. We only touched like that one peninsula of the whole place, and we're only there.
True, Doma's a whole other, yeah.
So,
well, north of I don't get me started on the map. I don't know much about
there's
it.
one of those areas in Stormblood. One of the areas in Stormblood is such a small like peninsula on the whole mainland. We don't go mainland at all in that whole continent. So
yeah, I think Bajra's the furthest we go.
So it could be like a situation like that where if it would visit somewhere like my city, it's just like a small like portion of it.
Oh yeah, same with Aetheris, the old world, whatnot.
Yeah, can you speak me? Do you understand me? Yeah, when your mic picks up radio frequencies. Did something happen with your voice module?
Man, you know what? I know the mic was awful, but I really miss those old Xbox Live 360 headsets, the Bluetooth ones.
Yeah.
Where you just held one in your ear.
I miss that that weird garble noise that they would make that I don't even know how to describe it because it's not like a natural like static or anything.
I think you're right. I recall that.
It was almost like a noise canceling kind of sound where it is like trying to suppress a noise, and in doing that it just makes this weird like
it kind of
morph
suppresses
sound.
the voice. Yeah.
It's so hard to describe. I'm sure you can dig up a clip and it'll be right there, but also on PS2. I voice chat on PS2 as well.
I miss those dorky little things. Maybe it just looked like the Scouter from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's over 9,000. Anyway.
There is an achievement in 16 for it's over 50,000. If you get a 50k combo.
During a stagger. Oh. Damn.
Is that a yes or a no? Or a yes-no?
I think they called you an
Great.
ass.
I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers. Who are you? It sounds important, I think. Double circle, a dash, whoever.
Dope.
All right, well, we fulfilled our... Yeah, we did it. Okay. Talk to these two first.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
I think, I think you mean impossible.
Oh,
Fucking
really?
Pod Save America host.
Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm?
Yes.
It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Apple users be like.
Yeah.
Boy, I am just hating today.
My Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring
My big boy?
Robco
My
tech in
pimp
here?
boy?
What are you
My
showing
Pimp
off?
Boy 3,000,
How
3
great Robert
billion.
House and his big company are. Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years. You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or
Dip
feet
boy.
to stomp on a stupid
The
metal
drip
gun.
boy.
Ugh, damn Robco.
The Riz Boy. What did House have to do with Robco? I mean, the
He was the
Securitron.
He was
but-
He was the CEO.
Really? Of Robco?
Robco, Robert House Corporation.
Oh.
Yeah, he was big.
Well, you don't have to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do that? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars.
Even better.
Him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Cis men will do anything but call a woman woman.
Fine. Ask.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it. Oh, good. Another fucking quest.
Great.
I might have to look this one up.
Clearly the worst of the sciences.
How many quests there are? I'll have to look up how many quests there are.
Diuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced
They should call you
sensors,
Weiner's
no one here
Dr.
can get it
No.
right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Should call you Nigel Uno. Fuck! Every time. I guess I think we've spoken enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and
Because
reception.
I'm not
then.
fucking smart enough for this conversation until I've had my fucking magazine.
Until I've had my morning Adderall and Captain Crunch.
until I had my mentats. I was gonna say I have a lot of these things.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Oh no, he's just entirely a Reddit moderator.
Yeah. About your name. If they kept confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. O. Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Oh, sounds more impressive. Oh, does not sound more impressive. Alright, so you want me to call you Zero, or?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both
find
sort
out
of
about this
round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
God, fuck off! I'll be right back. I have to eat a magazine. Alright, well, no, I need a drink. Shit. Oh, I don't know if I have a drink that raises int.
I'm only smart when I drink.
I'm only... Fuck. For fuck's sake. I'll be right back. I'll go check the locker, see if I had a hat that'll let me talk to you. I'm pretty sure I picked something up for int. Because I'm pretty sure they did that because there's a lot of speech checks in this DLC. And I'm pretty sure I picked something up early on that had a stat boost. Oh, okay, I guess not. Unless it was an aid. Nope. Damn it. Alright, we'll have to figure that one out later, I guess. No worries on the mentats. I got 33 more or something. I don't think there's a normal drink that makes you smarter because I think it's all alcohol.
Yeah, let me find the alcohol for you.
So I'd have to get a hat.
Oh, maybe the glass.
I don't think
maybe
there's
Dr.
a drink that gives int.
If it isn't the fact you are an unusual specimen.
Okay, you can find Dr. Mobius's
Mighty
glasses.
expanse of the think tank.
Where are they located?
Fearless and proud
That's
as a
probably what I
teddy
was thinking
bear.
of was a pair of
Between
glasses.
the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear,
It can be found
most
that Eastern...
lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear.
Easternmost room. Damn it, fucking head. In the second floor of the think tank. So it should be here in this room, actually.
Okay.
Your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a
Fucking Final
few
Fantasy
words.
16 character.
Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it.
She just...
Further examination.
Final Fantasy 16 character is horny on MAME.
The quick scribe trumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both
That is used for
revolting
fonts
and
because it has every
somehow-
letter.
How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control
Is this what it feels
each
like to
muscle
be watched
and
by
the
Twitch chat?
tongue? Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
We have to do it for the quest, guys. It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What?
Like, girl, I see her too.
Nonsense.
Fingernails cut down.
We have to be careful here. We could reverse the social link if we fuck up. Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch. Okay. Turn and cough, and then slowly scratch. I don't think that's the one. Run hands along the side of your face and then exhale rapidly. Okay, we're stretching.
What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
I just thought it would repeat.
Enough.
I think you just get to choose which one.
Yeah, I think they all do the same thing.
You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Just give it. You're a bunch of hypocrites. There's nothing wrong with looking.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
It's probably my top 5 favorite things to do.
My ideal way of flirting is promising to come into the room and breathe. The others of you don't make it worth my while. I can come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet
like
so
Twitch stream.
intrigued.
Yeah.
You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over.
Fucking,
If you're ready, let me
Oh,
radar
Jesus,
scan
she got
you.
close.
Slowly.
I forget what the category on Twitch is.
Purple, woo, bloop, bloop,
Peak
bloop,
Fallout writing.
purple.
Oh god, did she just...
Bloop,
Yeah, she did.
bloop.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Cool. That was for a quest, right? No? Was the teddy bear part of the quest?
Whatever for.
I thought you liked the teddy bears. You keep referring to them.
No, I like teddy bears.
Oh, same. Girl, same.
Well, we've spoken enough.
Love is love.
Are you sure your words aren't jumbled?
Teddy bears come in many sizes. Your size
Well,
is
that's
what
not true.
intrigues me the most. Some say the teddy bears can't be
What quest did we
living,
get from
breathing
I
things.
swear, we got a quest from her.
I think it actually completed it, like, earlier in the dialogue tree.
Oh.
And so this has all just been for shits and giggles so far.
It might have been, because I know we got experience for it, for a dialogue option.
Are my teddy bears. Oh, yes.
That's great. Literally, moving on. We've been down this road. Let's move on.
Very well. If you're certain of your conclusions, my little teddy bear.
Yeah, we've spoken enough.
Until I...
Okay, so second floor.
Hold on, I'm checking. Coming out of her shell. Okay. Anyway. This is
Harold.
technically a second floor.
Shut up. Man.
Okay.
I
And
can hear
Third floor,
your
right
penis
most.
tipped feet tromping around.
well, I didn't. Never mind.
Hard to fall off from that.
There is a good new
Back to the door that you best.
a new Thou's balls dropped in 16, but I will let you come to that later.
Oh, thank you.
Am I stupid? You said door. Inside?
Yes.
Well, it could have been outside it because
Why would it be out? Why would the loot be outside the locked door? Oh.
Because this game has inaccessible doors.
Should win the table, I think.
Good, more mentats. I don't think my last one's expired.
No, right there.
Nice.
There you go. That should give +2 int.
Jesus Christ, the mentats. They really wanted you to do this.
It's environmental storytelling.
Now then. Yes, the mentats are still active.
Sometimes you just want to have a conversation before the high wears off.
Predictable.
Yeah, your name. If you wanted to differentiate the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
It's good delivery. 0, draw a slash through it. No, I like it. Standard term link code to distinguish the two.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out.
Exactly. It's a good performance.
What?
I'm useless.
That's what that's what makes you truly a 0. I guess in the end we really are 0. We really are the Final Fantasy 0.
Type 0.
Yeah. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly.
Let's
At least
get
the
down
old name was indisputable.
to business.
Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
We gas him up. There's power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied by it against it to 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The make a 0 and all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Thought kicking. So, 0, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries,
all these conversations have gone like
course.
ChatGPT.
Look at this.
Interactions.
Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere.
Wheatley behavior.
If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Okay, we're good there. All right, last one.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got all the info. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge that the think tanks had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Wow, the voice actors for the Sync has like 1 million followers on Twitter.
Huh. I guess that second dialogue option was for the same thing. I didn't read what it was, but it's... I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections.
Damn, bro.
Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Oh yeah, I needed to know what chat. If I did a New Game Plus run of Final Fantasy 16, if it's something chat would watch, or if we're hands off on spoilers for the next year until it's out on something that's not PS5. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that, so that's why I needed to see how Final Fantasy difficulty was, if it's even something that's actually fun, or if it's just too hard to be fun for me. But yeah,
she is actually the director of products at Unity Technologies. Like that
the
Unity.
engine.
Yeah.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Just a moment.
Do you know what they do? Why did you have me get them if you don't know how they help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
Good for you.
And the other options are gone. And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
That is what I said, yes. I'm waiting for you to draw a conclusion.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's
Bloody
embedded
brilliant.
in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work.
It's getting hot.
Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression.
Yeah, bro.
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Great. What is my next cue? Well, it didn't feel like we did a lot, but complete all the tests.
Because it's more during the tests and then.
We still didn't. Okay, we didn't finish the quest we started the stream on, but we did get a lot of others done. But we only need one more. Let's go do that.
Thank God.
And then we'll have those upgrades. I was also gonna say, are you doing side quests in 16?
Yeah. Like, it's pretty linear, so it's pretty hard not to accept them, but I'm saying yeah to just about everything that comes across.
Right, yeah, because it goes in the same manner of, the first ones are really good world building, and then there's a dry spell but the ending ones, the ending ones more are like quest chains of side quests. I can't think of any in 14 off the top of my head, but it is like in 14 with side quests that have prerequisites of other side quests. So you have things like that.
This one looks pretty tough.
Fuck off. The scorpions, not the suit. The suit's doing a fine job. Oh yeah, I repaired it. We don't need the suit anymore.
Stop talking to me.
Because I was gonna say the new Thals Balls is in a side quest at the very, very end of the game. But if you're doing the side quests, you won't miss it. And those ending side quests are worth doing. Even if not all of them unlock stuff, the later ones just have a better story, more involved in the characters, and actual cutscenes to them. Okay, I guess there were 2 more. We'll get the further away one and then come back. Fuck off. Don't you dare. Do so much damage. Fuck off.
It's all lost. Like teardrops
Like
in the
comic.
rain. What?
Lost.
No. Because you're using that gun, which is that gun from Blade Runner.
Oh, I get
So
it.
I was quoting the last line by the last line the villain has. It's like,
Remember us.
all shut the fuck up. all these memories lost like teardrops in the rain. Time to die. Damn it.
Remember that we live.
Essentially. Sorry, what was that you asked about a 16 playthrough?
If anyone would watch it or if we're staying hands off on spoilers. Well, Dan already mentioned he's watching streamers, so.
Oh, okay.
But I don't
Clown.
want to, like, if anyone's avoiding spoilers, then I won't stream it. But I do want to go through it on stream. But that's only going to be if Final Fantasy difficulty isn't bullshit to me. If I can actually enjoy it. So I'm going to have to, like, start it up and see. And I would rather do that. I'll probably do that after this game. Because I don't want to forget how to play and I don't want to forget my rotation.
Yeah, I've been getting the controls with Breath of the Wild, Jedi Fallen Order, and Final Fantasy 16 messed up.
It is more with these games that have context sensitive inputs. Things like holding a button and having what your face buttons do change, things like that. Those like control schemes get really hard to memorize.
Cosmic Knife.
So I've noticed with more modern games, it's something like Xenoblade. Like that's the bread and butter of Xenoblade's gameplay, which also I was talking about with Garuda's ability to pull enemies in, and when you do an enemy mid stagger, it tips them over. That's a Xenoblade thing. Xenoblade has a combo, quote unquote, system of you break an enemy and then you topple it. And I'm mixing it up because in 1 and 2 have different like roots of these, and then in 3 mixes them together. But you break an enemy and then you topple it and then you launch it, and then in 2 you would fucking spike it down and then that did massive damage. And this is like the entirety of Xenoblade like combat is doing this combo, and coordinating it between your teammates. But the topple idea is a Xenoblade idea, and that's basically what it is when you grab them with Garuda, is toppling. So it's another Xenoblade inspired thing. That's what happens when mentats wear off.
That's what happens when all drugs wear off.
I just forget they're drugs. I feel like when I have Tic Tac, I feel like they're equivalent to Tic Tacs. And I do not have that when I'm flushing Tic Tacs out of my system.
They're like Tic Tac Adderall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that makes more sense. I've never had Adderall, so I wouldn't know. But...
Had it once. Felt like I could dethrone God.
Yeah. With a lot of
And then
focus. Shit. Oh, I'm gonna... Fuck this. No, you know, this DLC is just... Fuck! It just taught me to fuck off. Can't win them all.
read the wiener and fuck off.
Make it like a
Fucking
tree
Mr.
and get the fuck out of here.
Mr. Magoo ass character.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm Jesus, everything's just so clumped together.
Well, I wish they would fight each other. I think that would have been a saving grace, is if the shit fought each other. Okay.
They do.
Oh,
they do
right.
more in
Yeah,
Fallout.
that's right. We couldn't get through the fucking goddamn it. Why?
Turn off your Hippo.
That's not it. It's already off. Oh, good. That made it work. Turning the light on made it work.
Blinded by science.
There we go. Fuck.
Look out, y'all bones.
Y17 Master Trauma Harness.
It's the boss version.
Ooh, that did a lot.
And you attack its skull plate for massive damage.
Oh, he got knocked down.
Really took that.
I wish I could just take the weapon.
Why is that because your weapon?
I don't know, because it's freezing him. It's not knocking down, it's freezing.
I think because it's an EMP effect, so it disables it like it would for power armor.
That's funny.
And so maybe that armor, I mean, it is like a walking medical suit. That doesn't make any sense. But it is a walking medical suit, so
It would, oh, thank fuck. I didn't think there would be another K9000. I thought there was just the one.
No, there should be a couple.
Thank God. Don't have to pay to repair it next time. Okay, speaking of, let's pull him out.
Yes, there's a unique version called Fido.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, fuck me. I can take the mods off, though, anyway, can't I?
No, you can't remove mods.
Oh, you can't? Fuck.
Yeah. Well, actually, unique versions can't. Oh, can this one?
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, uniques can't be modded. In most cases.
It has a pit bull on the front instead of a whatever dog that is.
Fucking waste of my stim packs.
Oh, you just have to take it. Oh, you need schematics for Fido, and then afterwards you can just take any canine cyber dog and then upgrade it at a workbench.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, bulldog, that's what it is. I also just realized it has like little dog ears on top.
Yeah. Yep. That was part of the selling point when they tell you about it. When I think Klein tells you about it. Cause he gives it to you. He's like, it has not fluffy ears. It has ears. And barks. And it very much does have ears and barks. There he goes. All right. I don't know if I've done this before. This is for the all the speaking ones?
Yep, fully upgrades them.
They're not even here. Door's right there, might as well walk. Oh, right, yeah, door's right there on the other fucking side.
Attention, lobotomites! Do not neglect to wash the walking eye.
Should have said there is no cow level.
Watch out for snakes.
I'm pretty sure Fallout's already referenced the cow level in some regard. More likely two, I guess. I don't remember if the cow level was a Diablo 1 or Diablo 2 thing.
Completely lost on me.
And then at what time period did Fallout release compared to okay, so we already upgraded Muggy. Fallout release compared to Diablo. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, increased upgrade holotape received, upgrading to mood lighting functionality. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because all of them were like, sorry, we are not able to do that
Hi
right
again,
now.
Sweetie.
Can you turn those lights on for me?
You bet I can.
They came out the same year, actually.
Huh, that makes sense.
Fallout was 1997. Diablo was December 31st, 1996.
Mood lighting.
Have you been flirting with the Ice Queen again? Ugh, I'm so much more fun.
How did you know? I mean, she's right over there, but still, how did you know?
Hi again, sweetie.
Well, you don't seem to be too concerned about it. You.
The girls are fighting.
Smart lights. That's just it, just smart lights.
How can I illuminate you?
Can you turn those lights on?
Unlike certain other light switches, I'm competent. I'd just love to turn those lights on for you.
You also needed an upgrade. Oh, it affects both rooms. No wonder she knew.
Oh, please tell me you brought me some coffee.
So, and his upgrade was the electronic components.
Yep, here you go.
You just makes energy cells all on his own. That's
He's
pretty
got
good.
time. It's good to have hobbies.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hang out with Muggy. I get it. So long, pal.
It was Diablo 2. Cow level was Diablo 2. Well, then I don't think Fallout's ever referenced it. Well, Van Buren came out, didn't it?
Van Buren never came out.
That's why. Okay, that's what I thought. And that was the only other like Fallout thing from Interplay. Again? Was there another
How
one?
can I illuminate you?
Maybe the doctor, the auto doc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Implant M5 is now available. Y3 is not. Oh, good,
You
perfect.
require some additional services?
Yeah, give me those things.
And rightly so, I should think. All right then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Install implants. Damn, I didn't install any of these yet. Oh, right, I can because I can't fucking afford them. That's why.
Yeah, they're pricey.
Cause the door damage, speed while crouched. Drink radiation removed. Well, I have plenty of gold bars back in the wasteland. I just can't go back yet, so I guess I'll have to do those later. Still worth it though, because we'll still be able to do that before finishing the game.
Yeah, they're not super worth it, but they definitely tip your plate. I don't know.
Might as well.
It just feels like, right? It feels like if you're able to make that much money, then
yeah,
these things probably aren't that much of an issue for you to begin with.
Upgrade holotape received, upgrading secondary materials, mulching, functionality. Papers and clipboards are processed into lead, spare parts, and duct tape. That's really cool.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious
Oh, another great
materials.
Fox News pundit.
Yeah, the book shoot.
So this guy is Ron DeSantis' chief of staff.
Almost unironically. No, I got nothing, so,
Citizen, did you know that communists have an organ behind their eyes that converts salt water into fresh? Or, wait, is that penguins?
Mandrake, have you ever seen a commie drink a glass of water? It's out there for my Kubrick fans out there.
If you read Josh Sawyer's tweets, you can see where the inspiration came from, where the writing comes from.
He's very lefty.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look how many quests are in this DLC.
Good luck.
Quests. He's already done a bunch, but it's DLC. It can't possibly be that many.
Again, just repetitive, especially with those fucking cyber tests.
Yeah. Unfortunately, fandom wikis make this very hard to read. Holy shit, just give me the quest list. Here we
Strange
go.
though.
Okay.
There we go.
Old World Blues, which we have already, is the last one of the main quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 side quests. That's not bad at all. We can totally do that. Brain's best friend is done. All my friends have all switches is definitely done. Or not. I know we picked that one up. Yes. Coming out of a shell, we did that. Field research, I'm pretty sure we did. We came and went. I don't think we have that. No, I will put the tab for that one because it might be the... Oh, it's from the think tank, so you can probably pick that up here. Influencing people. How many of these are... Okay, welcome to the big empty is where it starts.
Yeah.
Influencing people. Yes, we did that. On the same wavelength. Didn't do that one. Which is also from one of the doctors. Picking your brains, we did that.
Ah, that's why it sounds familiar. The voice of Dr. O is also voiced by James Urbanek, who's the voice of Dr. Venture from Venture Brothers.
Oh, you're totally right, yeah. Yep, can't unhear it now. X13. Yep. Sonic upgrade. What's in a name? That had to have just been what we were doing. Yes. When visitors attack.
Damn, now I'm not gonna unhear it either.
X8 retrieval data test. Okay, so there are 3 quests yet we have not accepted, but they all come from the NPC, or they all come from the think tank robots. So we'll just pick them up quick, since we already ran through the dialogue.
Don't gotta listen to them again.
Yeah, exactly. For the most part. What's from Climb? Well, it might have a requirement.
What are you doing back? Morbius's threats persist.
Actually, a total of 2 K9. Only a total of 2 K9000s can be obtained.
To capacity.
Oh, well.
Oh well. Scratchy.
Damn it. I guess I'll have to run through these other options. Who is Dr. Morbius?
Dr. Mobius was
Morbius is from the Cheetah Men.
You saw up on the screen, twisted by science.
It's Mobin
He was
time.
once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary
Stand
to the
back,
think tank.
Lobotomite.
Brains,
I'm moving out.
Brains, always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now
Oh, it's a
he
quest
sends his
chain.
intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden
checks out.
Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How, Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Hold on. But we already did picking your brain. That didn't. But that was just a prerequisite. So that's not a quest chain. That's just a prerequisite. But he came and went. He's also a part of that one.
Mentats, chow.
You have to exhaust all of 8's options.
Gosh. Oh yeah, that's like... Well, we should have the intelligence for it. Or the science. What's your science level?
I haven't dealt with Mobius yet. 90.
Oh, should be good. Dr. Morbius.
You sound agitated. Dr. Morbius and his experiments. Tell me about the big empty. I can't remember the prologue to the Cheetah Men. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco term link protocol. You're broadcasting, right? I'm just full of surprises. I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Nice pun on the header file ref. Put that one in the bio. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just the sound effects on a tank.
This is what it's like to talk to somebody who watches way too many YouTube poops.
If that's Robco terminal protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. Or, if that's terminal link code, don't worry, I'm not gonna take advantage of... well, we have to fix it, don't we?
Yeah, but like, you know, the dialogue option doesn't matter which one you're more empathetic.
Okay.
Not as much as dead money, but...
Oh good, we got good karma for that one.
Oh, nice.
Not a problem. I know is it's like I know what it's like to be experimented on. All right, quit your grinning, you idiot.
Yes, having thumbs helps.
Hold on, what did we do? I thought the idea behind that was fixing the voice.
Nope, it doesn't fix.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't need the rest of this dialogue. Oh yeah, also this. Survival 45.
Nice.
And then sneak 95. One more level. Hold on. Any new discoveries? I wanted to ask you some @ bracket question mark dash star Yeah.
It's a shitty Twitter handle.
I got the.
Try at real Dr. 8.
I got the emitter fully upgraded. I'm happy too. I can't let this thing gather dust. Are you okay? You look really happy. You should be proud. It's a nice device. Finally, I have a character I can skip the dialogue with. Dope. Okay, so 2 quests left that are not already marked. The other one comes from her over here.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Well.
No, but I have questions.
How randomized. Ask your questions then.
Great, another Reddit moderator.
I'm a different person every time you talk to me. On the same wavelength. Yeah, we changed that one. Let's see.
Endwalker EP4 is out.
Neat.
Well, I gotta buy a song. I don't have a problem.
Oh, that's for, what's his face? Did I say, When Visitors Attack was one of them? We don't have that one?
You sure one of them isn't just like one of the 2 end quests you get depending on your choices?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let me look it up real quick.
So it's When Visitors Attack and He Came and Went. Yeah, no, no. He Came and Went is from Dala, the one we're talking to. Excuse me.
Right, He Came and Went I think is just another dialogue.
But I have to talk to Klein first.
Yeah, he talks about Ulysses and Elijah. And When Visitors Attack, same thing actually. They're both 2 quests about Elijah and Ulysses.
So I just need to exhaust Klein's dialogue, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for him to ask about other visitors. At least until he lets us ask about other visitors. You seem like the one in charge. Who you are?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain.
Speaking of water, I'm thirsty.
I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
I love that shippage video. Why am I so passive here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time.
Wow.
Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank.
I think that
the
one's
scrubbing
bugged.
also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch and the anti-aggression scrub.
They really put in a canon reason for that. For not... I don't know what, like, examples they could use that with.
They have a canon reason for why you use caps to trade with these people, and they also have a canon reason why you use caps to trade in a Lonesome Road.
God. Why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors.
Ah, there we go.
They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8.
It's actually Dr.
The
Zero.
battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Aw.
Not your whittle train.
When visitors attack. So, let me double check that, he came and went trails off of this one.
Oops.
No, yeah, Dala just has her own dialogue. It's not tied to this one. So she has a dialogue option where she mentions Ulysses.
Return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
No. I don't know why I sat through that again.
You just love talking to her.
Let's try the peaceful one again.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed.
Yeah, I know. Can I shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again.
Primal aggression
Then
sounds
I would
like a
have to
warrior
return
move.
the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing.
Looking at the camera
No,
like the office.
The only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain. And we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
I had other questions. Who are you?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief
This is your
researcher of mineralogy and
almost 2
medicinal
a.m.
sciences.
sleep paralysis
I
demon.
have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
How do you have that many?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well.
Oh, you cheat as well.
Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
They used to teach machinima in a college. Probably a single college and at like one summer, but they did it.
What?
Yeah, there was a course on machinima.
Should have taken it.
First head chief researcher, lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the
Schools just
sake of
kind of do
hierarchy?
that.
It is a long-standing
fuck
quantification
around,
of
It's not just
personality
like,
and importance.
you know, choosing your major
We could
based
not
on
do
what's
without it.
the market
Surely you must be
predictability,
aware
but
of the gravity of such
schools
attached
also
appellations, just as surely
rearrange
as
their
you
courses
must have
based
a
on
title.
predicting things like that. Oh, here we go. I am sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place
Cusco's
using
parcel,
their primitive
parcel,
feet
Cusco.
or similar conveyance.
Specifically for Cusco.
You are the second one I've
Cusco's
met in
parcel.
recent times. Very different specimens.
Right.
There was another courier.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many
Remember there was
questions.
that sick
and then he asked
parcel
the most
delivery
perplexing
man
one.
game we saw
We had to
sometime
segment the
during
event
Naughty
out of our
3.
memories for safety.
Death Stranding?
We said that, but it looked more fun.
Oh.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My
Good.
evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
I was gonna say, is it popping up?
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
So the first quest is more about Elijah, and then this one's about Ulysses.
Yeah.
But so now we have documented. These are the rest of the Old World Blues quests right here. These ones right here. So we will tackle these and finish them next time. like I said, if people are up for it, the next stream playthrough after I mean, we still have to finish Fallout New Vegas. That's still a while away. But I'm thinking of Final Fantasy 16. I just need to judge if it will be worth it, so we'll see there later. In Friday, what was Friday? KOF? Yep. This Friday's KOF. Hopefully. Excuse me. Not this Friday, but on July 12th will be the DNF Duel update. So July 14th will be that Friday. So on July 14th we will stream DNF Duel again. Feel like there was something else, but those are the big ones. Splatfest still isn't until July. I think it'll be the Friday after at DNF Duel. But yeah. And of course we will be back next Wednesday to continue New Vegas. And we might even finish Old World Blues next time.
I think we'll get to it probably.
If we keep going at this pace, we'll do fine. But yeah. So that's it for now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And until next time, go to bed.
Go to bed.